One. Hello everybody, and how are we doing? So, yeah, session start. Let's kind of pick up where we left off. You guys went into a building. Well, first you were staring at each other awkwardly for about an hour and a half, not sure if you wanted to do anything, and if you were going to do something, what you were going to do. Inevitably, you decided that Neil is actually the villain. That's why he's growing his hair out. The other two already had long hair, so we could trust them, but Neil grew his hair out, so he's the villain here. When we came to that conclusion, we decided to go check out the warehouse. At the warehouse, you saw that there was a murder scene. It had a bunch of stuff and must have been stolen from the place. You didn't really find anything of interest aside from a little vial or a flask or what have you. That Jake is like, "Ooh, happy birthday to me." And then, oh yeah, there was a coffin, a sarcophagus, 2 coffins in a sarcophagus. You didn't fuck those up in any way. You thought about maybe doing so, but chose not to. If only you had, what's that word I'm looking for here? Jake, you should make some. Not the universal solvent, the sticky one.
Sovereign glue.
Yeah, thank you, sovereign glue. Well, you guys said sovereign glue?
I know that because Norway mentions it in every situation. Norway is a firm believer that every situation can be dealt with with either sovereign glue or acid, or a combination of the above.
That's right. He does often.
I'm not super against it. I'm not super against it. Like, I'm seeing a lot of situations that could be fixed with glue.
Or at least having the universal solvents to break down the glue in the scenarios where you need it. I literally just had a mimic situation the other day, and having the universal solvent could have been useful. But either way, so after everything was said,
I'm not sitting here to take this. Fuck you. I'm out.
Well, yeah, I mean, but was less like that and more of like I'm not sitting here to take this.
He just took
you.
He just took your friendship and just poured universal solvent all over it.
Oh,
it's like, you want some universal solvent? Oh, here you go, buddy.
I'm pretty sure there's a Pathfinder has a cantrip called Stick or something like that, and it allows me to make it so we can't leave. I can more or less just be like, I cover you in goo. Now you're sticky.
Somatic component. Materials. Hand.
Oh no.
All right. Moving on. I think you need a wand, but either way. So you guys are like, all right, let's get out of this. Hello. We just beat a DC 30 perception check to find this door. Which totally nobody else ever would beat that DC 30 perception check. Anyways, so DC 30 perception check to find this door. Let's go explore down there. You walk down there, you come across an intersection. You go to the intersection, like, fuck it, let's head south. You start headed towards south. You hear some creaking leather. All of a sudden, you're fighting skeletons. And it is now.
Oh,
at
right.
That
fuck, we're in the middle of combat. I forgot about this. Fuck.
We're going to go here.
A little bit uncomfortable that we just attacked these skeletons because they're skeletons.
Yeah, I know. That's
like, I mean, I don't want to.
My biases.
Don't want to get all Jar Jar Binks, but they speak.
Oh. I think that's probably the most accurate way I've ever heard you described.
Well, I speak.
No, Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, me. I don't think I'm a Jar Jar, I'm afraid.
Man, the thing is just rolling today.
Jar Jar's too chill.
Too chill to be you?
I got shit I want to do.
I don't know where this is happening on my. Oh wait, never mind. I found it.
Yeah, let me just do one of these. Here you
Didn't zoom out, did you?
Thank you.
Tesh.
I same thing for chat. Chat saw just like a big black wall. All right. Now we ended with it was just we allowed Gallon to have his last turn, right? And then
I
Skelly.
I ran to the wall to be like.
Yep, and then it's Tristan's
hiding.
Turn is literally where we left off. So since you're waiting for Jake to return, we can have Tristan's turn, and then Viggo will be right afterwards. So you saw Galen allow you to describe what you just did, so that Tristan can make a decision of what he's going to do next.
If I remember right, I heard someone rushing up, and so he finished off the enemy, right? Oh no, I did.
Usually
I did,
Neil's good
yeah.
at finishing them off, but this time
So
you kind of like swooped in and jerked it out of his
killed
hands.
him and then backed away to the wall, sending the message in his mind that to both of them saying, "Someone's coming." And
Yeah, they
fast.
are. Oh my.
And fast.
Oh,
Look, chat, it's the pre-talk was full of innuendo, so this is going to be even worse. Just letting you know ahead of time.
Why do you think I'm cleaning my glasses?
oh boy, come on! Oh Christ Almighty!
Oh,
1, 2. I can hide behind this pillar. Whether I want to, that's another question. I guess we're committed at this point.
There it
I
is.
question the wisdom of murdering these speaky boys, but I guess I'll if an enemy enters my threatened squares, I will hit them with my hammer.
well, Galen saw skeletons, knows we're dealing with vampires, and was like, "Kill skeleton."
Wait, Beth's something cafe?
Oh, that's really cute.
Kitchen cafe. So now what I can do is, knowing everything I know about Scott and knowing the location of that, I can look on Google Maps and pinpoint where he lives and dox him.
Oh, you can try. Sure, it's in Maine.
You think that'll stop me? You know where Google Maps goes? All the way to Russia, baby.
Not the
Which-
Ukraine though. It's currently a no-fly zone. Sorry.
I mean, there probably is Google Maps of Ukraine.
There
Probably not up
is.
to date. I mean, I dread to think what it will look like once it's updated.
It's also
Oh
not a
my
no-fly
God.
zone. But no. Beth's
Oh,
Cafe
no,
is.
some- I was a bit-
flights.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure they were asking for a no-fly zone, but
Yeah, they've
it's
been
not a
they've been
thing
asking
thing.
for it, but there's so many reasons why we won't do it. Anyways, so Beth's Cafe is downtown Bridgeton, Maine. Brittany and I usually go there when they open at 6 a.m. So we wake up. We're the people that literally are outside their door 5 minutes before they open. So they're like, "Oh fuck these people." So then they open the door and we're already in there. But it's how you get the best seats in the place. So, all right, let's get into it. Neil, it's your turn.
I told you what I wanted to do.
You move up to the wall and you didn't make a stealth check. Are you gonna make a stealth check? Or are you
No,
gonna prepare your action?
I told you. Were you not listening?
I mean, I was looking at Jake. He returned. I was excited.
Well, I told you long before that, so that's not an excuse.
Oh,
to
did
say.
you hear what I said I did on my turn, Jake?
No, I didn't.
I alerted you both that someone was coming in fast.
What I did say,
Last
Scott.
time, that's why I tried to hit around this corner.
Yes.
No, that was what. Maybe I can't remember.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Jake,
We
Jake,
did
there's
the first
more
combat.
people coming now.
Yeah, we killed the
I'm gonna
skeletons.
hide
There's-
further in.
Yeah, there's someone bigger coming.
Oh,
So
okay.
Tris, you did that whole thing. You're good. Vigo, it's your turn.
Yeah, I prepped an action, so
Yeah.
I'll hit anyone who comes into my threatened sphere with a hammer, including
I
You
couldn't prep an
text.
action because I did an attack.
Just like I
Hammers
wanted
in.
to give you a hug. Vigo, it's now your turn. Anything you want to do other
There's
than
something on your
hide?
back.
No. He can't see the ooze.
I'm glad you knew exactly where I was going with that.
I'm actually gonna take a Dex mutagen.
Cool. Go right ahead. This makes you hold on. Dex makes you dumber. No, less wise, but quicker,
Yes.
right?
And I also turn into like a wolf thing.
Woof. Are you going?
Hey.
So, since you're getting less wise, you can start making rash decisions.
Possibly.
All right.
He's a wolf man.
Yeah. And I will attempt to Just I've got to look something up so you can like I'll message you what I'm gonna do.
Talk amongst yourselves, children.
You good?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just measuring movement. That's all.
Okay,
Sorry.
sweet.
It was, oh, I was like, why did it do that? But I forgot Pathfinder. It counts as double move. All right. Back to you. So that would be. Okay. You absolutely hear something making its way closer and closer and closer. And as it's doing so, you guys, Gallon, you definitely hear something making its way closer and closer and closer. You can almost, you hear shuffling, and you swear you almost hear, it sounds like you hear sniffing. Like something is moving. It was moving quickly at first until it must have gotten into the hallway that's nearby. And then as it got into that hallway, it feels like it's so fucking close. Like, it's like one of those things like you saw Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, when they're underneath the tree trunk and they like hear the Nazgul, right? Like you swear it's like right around the fucking corner. Like it's so close. And you can hear sniffing. You can feel like it's right there. But its movements even slowed down, almost like it realizes that, like, as much as you realize it's there, you get this impression maybe it realizes that you're there too.
I'm going to relay that to the other two using Virgil.
Okay, and what do you do?
Oh, okay. In that case, this is rough terrain here, right?
Correct, yes, sir. Just until it smooths out. So, like, I would say right here. Oops, sorry. Let me make sure I can see. Right here is still rough terrain. And you can even see, like, this spot right here is still rough terrain, but, like, these ones over here are not. Like, you can use the tiles, the imagery on there as an indicator.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I
I'm going to
use,
zoom
like,
up for
my
chat.
action to try and hide against the wall using, like, the fact that I'm all chameleoned up?
Yeah, absolutely can. So the cool thing about Chameleon is I believe it gives you the ability to hide in plain sight so long as you're not moving.
Notably, it's the chameleon augment, not the chameleon ability.
So, yes.
Chameleon armor augment. I don't know if it says anything specifically about that, but it. Where's the chameleon thing?
Is it something you can bloop in chat, or something I have to Google real quick?
It literally just says adds to stealth. The Aegis must be 5th level before selecting this customization, and then can be taken once every 5 levels after that. So yeah, no, there's nothing about if it's a specific.
Oh, in that case, you need some degree of cover or concealment to allow for you to be hidden. So if you're in complete darkness, which I believe you are, right? You're working off of dark vision right now.
Yeah.
If the creature has dark vision or it won't work unless you have some degree of cover.
If I go to like this corner here.
Yeah, you can absolutely do so, and so long as they don't specifically go around that corner, so long as that corner is still between you and them, you can absolutely use that to your benefit. Yep, definitely.
Okay, so I'll do that and try and hide.
Sure. So you go to the corner. Do you peek around the corner at all, or no? Because right now you don't see anything, but I won't lie, it's because I have something on GM layer. Would you peek around the corner, or would you not? Because I know you're trying to be sneaky.
Probably. Can I stealth? Like use stealth and do it carefully?
You're gonna have to use stealth. You're gonna have to use stealth anyways to set where you're hiding. But peeking around the corner is going to expose your dome piece. I don't know if you know this, but your eyes are not at the top of your head.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna stealth. I'm not gonna peek around because I know something's coming. I don't want to risk being.
True for you, Scott.
I got a big forehead. I got a 5 head.
One thing that always feels the weirdest when you're like doing drawing and you do like the outside of the head and then you draw the line where the eyes are supposed to be. It's halfway, and it always feels weird until it's a complete picture. But when you do that line, you're like, "That's where the eyes are." So roll stealth.
Yep, go ahead, roll stealth. And you're choosing not to look around the corner, so I'll leave it on the GM layer. 34 is pretty fucking sexy. I'm going to go ahead and roll mine real quick. Just give me half a tick on this one.
Yeah, T. She says,
Meow.
Scott, I wanted to let you know too what I was doing. The mutagen allows me to have dark vision as well as scent, the scent ability. So I'm using the move action to put the torch thing that I have in the bag.
Oh, torch in the gotcha. So you have dark vision and you have sense. Gotcha.
Oh,
the
that's
torch is a
awesome.
sun. It's a sun rod.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe I can get rid of that brightness off of your character then. And then we will do one more thing real quick. Dynamic
Man,
lighting.
that haversack is becoming really handy because like other bags would not actually hide it.
it is a handy haversack.
So now you have a dark vision of 30 feet. Sorry, 60 feet. My apologies. Okay,
Yep.
so you should be good there, Viggo. Your vision probably should have gotten much brighter. Yep, looks like it did. That's good news. All right, cool. Give me half a tick. I have to do some other stuff. Real quick. Because obviously you guys combat made noise.
Hello, Rosen. Wait, Scott had a map and he didn't put us on it? How dare?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Two out of 4 at 1 HP ain't bad.
11. So just so everybody can see what Jake sees, he sees 2 more skeletons come around the corner back where he's hiding, and come around the corner back where he's hiding and line up to go fight him. So they'd start coming around the corner, and then Jake, you're not actually stealthing because you're sitting there transforming and whatnot and throwing that whatchamacallit in your bag, right? I imagine you could have free 5-foot step back if you wanted to, because you did say you were going further in, but then you used your move action and what have you. So you can easily do that if you would like. That's not a big deal. That's their full 30-foot double move. So they move 60 feet there. So that's all they can do. Give me half a tick. Just looking around, seeing if there's anything else for me to move.
You got this, Jay. They have low health. I
Okay.
believe.
So let me go ahead and tick down the turn order. And now it's
We don't know
Tristan's
how much
turn.
damage they do though, because they haven't hit us yet. So
Tristan, perception check, Tristan.
they might be glass cannons, so be careful.
And with Tristan's perception, yeah, you would definitely hear Tristan. You would hear all of a sudden like because 10's not that low. It's actually starting at 11. Technically, it is -5 is a 6, but that's enough to all of a sudden hear like clattering as a sword's drawn and a shield goes, and to hear like some sort of noise happening up there. And then for you guys, for maybe even Viggo's response, you hear Viggo go, "Arr!" Anyways, so you notice that there's something happening up there, but at the same time, with your perception check, I would say that you do also hear the footsteps of something else approaching. You don't know what it is. You know it's relatively quiet, but you were able to hear it. Like you can hear like it was like thump, 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 pad, 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 as it's like getting closer to where you guys are. You would hear the as Joe Biden approaches. So
Annoyingly, that means that
What do you do with
whatever
your
it
turn?
is smart because it rushed to get here but didn't rush into combat.
Is why I'm on difficult terrain.
you hold on, move up one
very
for me.
edge of it, I believe.
Then technically speaking, yes, you are, and the square. So the square after. Let me look. So if it doesn't look like proper stone, right? If it doesn't look like proper stone, then that means it's going to be difficult terrain. So yeah, that's difficult terrain as well. You can make your way around it by going up one more. So if you go like 10, 20, and then make your way around like this, you'd be fine. But that right there, you can see how much movement that is. Whereas you could also go, 10, 20.
No, I don't want to go that way. Why would I go that way?
Well, I'm not sure where you're going.
I can hear some weird sniffy dude over there, but I know.
Oh,
that,
I see. You drew a line of difficult terrain. Ah, look at you.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can see a crossbow boy and another boy.
Hold on. They're pounding on my head. It's the girls pounding on my head. Hold on.
I was really confused for a second.
Good thing that we've seen them, isn't it? Because otherwise we'd be like, Scott's like, oh, they're pounding on my head.
Ah,
like,
Steve!
Oh, like,
Oh no!
Steve.
Jesus
I love
Christ, Steve! Scary,
merciful.
scary, Steve.
Jesus Christ, 700k.
Holy
bits
shit,
badge.
Steve.
Jesus,
That is
Steve.
insane.
I need to see. It looks like I have to get more emotes for those higher bit
Praise be
badges.
Steve. Have mercy, Steve.
I'll take suggestions from a few of them. But all right,
Wait,
go ahead.
wait.
Go ahead.
So, if I move diagonally once, is that 5 foot? Or is it
Once
10
is
foot then 5?
once is usually 5. Second is usually 10. But in rough terrain, that's going to be 10 then 15.
But it's going to be 10 anyway if I move. So
So where are you trying to go?
let's go 1, 2,
So it's 10,
3, 4.
25. Yep.
Cool.
And now you're out of rough terrain.
5.
Okay, that's 30 feet. It's 35 feet. 30 feet.
That's 30 feet. 35 feet. 30 feet. I love the live updates.
It's just better to be able to see everything that's going on, regardless of whether or not I have ranged weaponry.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm gonna try and remain still as long as I can with whatever this thing is. If you want to
Okay.
help him up there.
Vigo, it's your turn. So you can absolutely see everything that's going on up here. Hey, chat, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can get more of a view of the area. It just obviously makes everything smaller and harder to see. All right, so go ahead. Vigo, it's your turn, sir.
My turn.
Yeah.
Just so you know, with this, I'm using my level 5 hype train.
Okay.
Because mine works differently than theirs. So I haven't picked all
Are
the
you half
abilities
health?
yet.
Yep.
It
We
doesn't
should
work
honestly
like
hop on a
that.
call to do that there,
So
sir.
you don't need to be. Yours works
Because
differently. from ours.
mine is, it's not a, you know how you guys get like a big damage thing?
Yeah. Yours
I
is like a
get,
non-combat.
Yeah, I get abilities that I could use in combat, but it's just like it lasts for my mutagen.
I'm with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I haven't picked them all yet, Scott, though, so I'm still going through it because I didn't expect to use it. Yeah, so I'm going to, I suppose, not do anything. Actually, I'm going to move back one, and I'm going to drink a potion.
So free 5-foot step, and you drink a single potion. Okay.
It's a shield.
Okay. Awesome. And what do you do? Do you drink that potion as a standard action?
Yep. So it's the move to get it out, standard to drink.
Okay.
And then
Cool.
5-foot step.
Perfect. That's your whole turn. Awesome. Moving cautiously. Oh, hi, baby girl. Hold on one second.
Do 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 do. Good news is if I need to get out of this terrain fast, I can. I can just swift
Say hi real
action
quick.
and fly.
There you go. Say hi real quick.
Hello.
There you go.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. You can only see. There you go. Now you can see it better. You got to use your voice. You can't say
Hi.
hi without your voice. You're just going to wave at them? Do you remember
It's
any of their
functional.
names?
It's effective.
You
It's
don't remember
okay.
their
He
names?
doesn't
Okay.
remember our names.
That one
either.
over here. That one's his name is Tesh. Say hi, Tesh.
I test.
That one over there,
Oh.
his name is Jake. That's Melody's dad. Do you remember Melody? Melody was the girl that sent you the Easter video before. Well, now we'll have to send each other videos again so you can remember her. Say hi, Jake.
Hi.
And I know this
Hi.
is weird, but it's because he's from a different country. The one up there, his name is Poopsie. Up there, his name is Poopsie. In different countries, they have different names, and his is Poopsie. Want to say hi, Poopsie?
Do you remember we spoke about the Queen and knights? Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
nodding at? Wait, what are you saying to my daughter? I lied. His name is Satan, Lord of Darkness. He is Lucifer.
Do you remember where I'm from?
You don't want to say hi, Poopsie? No. You naturally said. Okay. All right. Listen, I have to get back to work, so you have to go upstairs and see mommy and get ready for school. Can you just say, thank you, Steve. You're crazy. Go ahead. Just say it. Trust me. Say it. No. No. Steve's not crazy. How about Rosin? Is Rosin crazy? No. Okay. Yeah, nothing. You're just gonna be bashful. Okay. Get out of here.
Fair. That's fair.
Get ready for school. Delinquent. Hi.
So what she nodded to there, Scott, is I said, "Is your dad 5'3"?
She's gonna know what that means. This is not how measurements work. Aurora, your dad is 5'11".
No, that's not.
What I actually said is, "Do you remember we spoke about the Queen and knights?" And she nodded. Very cute.
Oh, that was a while ago. But yeah,
That was a while ago.
she tends to have a pretty good memory, but not for names.
Well, I figured, talking about knights and the Queen, that's pretty memorable. Like,
Given
deep,
how
deep
you are
down
remembering
in your
names.
like ancestral spirit, you wish that you had a queen.
Oh shit.
I had
I mean,
fun
my
explaining.
My queen's a
Okay.
hologram, guys. Just saying. Is your queen?
I,
Their
I had fun
queen is
explaining
actually,
that
yeah.
We had a holiday for the Queen's birthday in Australia.
Hells,
week.
yeah.
We just had that. It was a long weekend. The weekend just gone home.
Yeah.
We actually
really funny 'cause it's
because it
just,
was
like,
because it was the
it's-
platinum jubilee. We actually got 2 bank holidays. It was Pog.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's not actually her birthday. Her birthday was like in April or something. But
Yeah, but
apparently
she has
today
an
we have
official
it.
birthday.
Okay, so you hear those footsteps drawing closer and closer, Gallon, and closer. Now you didn't have a prepared action, right? Because you
I
went
wanted
and-
to remain stealth. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, in where you were here, right? So technically, you can move at half speed, and you actually would have still had an action afterwards, because stealthing just means you move at half speed, and that means you would have moved 20 feet to get over here. So actually, you did have an action left over.
If I attack, I'd break.
Oh, that's
my
right. That's right.
stealth.
But you can still prepare an action. That's right. You'd have to.
You know what?
You
I'll
you
prepare an
just have to be
action
very
for some-
specific. I
if
will
something
act
engages
if he
with
attacks.
Tristan,
Yes.
I'll attack.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
If something
So-
engages with an ally, I'll attack it within range.
So all of a sudden you hear hello, and then you see this like this cute blonde girl get down on a knee and hold out a ring, and then Tristan's like, "Oi, whoa, oh shucks, I didn't think," and then all of a sudden like, no.
if something attacks
But-
Tristan,
But
I'll attack
it's
it.
not a film, so the arrow just dinks pointlessly off my helmet.
Oh no, he attacked the Chloe. So
Oh my god, what is wrong with you, Scott?
what's it mean? He was the one that did it. Like,
Neil, he's making a joke at how I said I attack anything that engages you.
Also, Chloe's not really blonde.
oh, you don't blow up her spot like that, buddy. What's the matter with you?
I mean, she, doesn't
She
even look
worships-
blonde.
listen.
She doesn't even look blonde when you've seen her, dude.
She worships Lord Ricard. Okay, there's the face that you show public. There's the face that you show in private, and then there's who you really are. Okay, she shows
Just-
up. She's blonde. She shows you she's
Lovely.
not.
He is.
But secretly,
He's kind of like my granddad. Like I introduced him to Chloe, and he was like, Oh, hello, Zoe. Was it? And I'm like, oh,
I fucked up the name once ever. Listen, reveal. What happens is you hear the padded movements around the corner when all of a sudden you realize that there is a large-sized beast before you. This beast is not like anything you've ever seen before. I mean, even just in stature alone, he's so tall you just want to call him Scott. Okay? Is standing... I'm sorry. Standing...
I'm also
have we got werewolves and vampires now?
Oh yes.
No.
We're full on doing Underworld right now.
Else, yeah.
I don't think you've seen werewolves. So anyways, seeing this thing, it stands...
I'm going to gesture to the man who is now a giant wolf man.
Okay. Well, he's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay. So anyways, this creature that's standing before you is standing like we're talking about 13 feet tall. This is a massive creature before you, or at least it potentially could be even taller if it stood fully up. But it's kind of like moves forward with its knees very crunched and its body hunched forward. Maybe it normally moves that way, and maybe just because it's moving slowly. And when you see
12 feet high, so it's probably like. It's all crunched up.
I think the roof was it a bit more than 12? Maybe it was 12. I said it last week.
You said 12 because we were like talking about heights.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, hunched like you just said. And what was it saying? The bottom of its very thick legs, very thick kind of furred legs, aren't feet but instead hooves. Looking at its face, I mean, the only way to describe it is it looks bovine. Right? It even has a giant ring hanging.
Minotaur.
It even has a giant ring hanging in its mouth. Between the center of its nose.
I'm about to become red mist.
And it has in its hands a giant cleaving axe, kind of like the one you would imagine a butcher would use if they were trying to remove the head of a prized cattle.
Never
to
mind.
access the delicious beef
red
beneath.
mist to become finely chopped pieces.
So it moves slowly as it comes up and turns around the corner, and it looks over in your direction, and it's like looking around, trying to see if it can find the source of its whatever it is it's trying to fight, and instead it literally sees Tristan. And so as it walks up and moves there, looks around the corner, and you're just like, ugh! And you tuck really, really tight into the corner.
I get that like scene in Alien where the alien comes right up next to her face. It's just sniffing around me.
Yeah. But it does not get engaged with you. Unfortunately, you're not its type. You're wonderful. You seem like a fair chap and all, but like you're just not its type. And so it chooses not to get engaged with you. And instead, it actually, because you're tucked against the corner, it's going to move in through here. So that was, let's see, it moved 15.
It's not you.
20.
It's him. And the fact that Tristan is over there.
20, 25, 30.
Oh, hello, T. Come back.
So 30 equals 40 is the second diagonal. That's 40-foot movement. And unfortunately, I don't think I can charge because I made corners and whatnot. I don't have any special abilities that allow me to do otherwise. No, it wouldn't do that. No. Sorry. It stopped here. I was 15 feet. Here we go. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, turning itself. Turning itself. And from here, you can actually see it kind of like looks at Tristan, and it looks at Tristan, and you can see it kind of like digs its hooves into the ground. You can see its shoulders kind of drop. It gets a nice wide grip on its axe, and it looks at Tristan. It's like, as it has this pretty angry and territorial look at Tristan. Gallon, it's actually your turn now.
Okay.
Technically speaking, it did move through your threatened area, and you could have attacked it, but I know you were trying to maintain your stealth.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'm trying to maintain the stealth.
You did notice that it didn't seem to be hindered by the terrain there at all. Now go to you. Sorry.
Okay, that's good. That is very good to know because that actually does change what I'm going to do. So I think what I'm going to do is pretty similar to what I did last time, in the sense that I'm going to set up to attack it when it engages with Tristan. So I'm going to move up here, then here. So I'm still out of sight of it, deliberately trying to like keep things in between me and it. And I'm going to hold my action to attack it when it gets next to. Actually, I'm going to when it does the charge. So not when it engages Tristan, when it's about to hit Tristan. Am I allowed to do that?
Yep, you can absolutely say more or less. You want to engage after it hits Tristan. Yes. The only thing is,
no. What I said was it's going to charge at Tristan. I'm pretty sure. I want to hit it before it gets engaged with Tristan because then I get a negative. So I want to hit it as it's charging.
So just to be clear, you can't even see it right now, can you?
No, I moved to a point where I can't see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So chat. Unfortunately, this doesn't work because this is not a DM over here, so I can't portray it to you guys over on.
I can actually
the view
just
screen.
make it when I see it again. I'll hit it. There we go. Perfect.
Can I do it this way? Yeah. You can actually. So if you stepped up one, you'd be able to see it. No problem.
No, this is actually perfect.
But you want
now.
It can't see you. Yeah.
Yeah, it can't see me, and I can have the stipulation of when I can see it next, I'll hit it. Which is when it comes to here, because I assume it's going to charge him.
Cool. So after Gallon's turn, because you're preparing your action, it goes to the Skellies. Viggo didn't do anything. He's a big wimp. So this Skelly is going to, it has to move at least 10 feet in a straight line. So it can, because it's going to go, oh no, it can't, can it? Charge. Because I have to hit. Yeah. It's a 4-round action. Yeah, I could. So done. Yeah, I won't be able to charge because I'm going around the corner.
Scott.
So he's just gonna move up to attack you.
Change that to when it engages with Neil. I'll just take the -4. I want to, in case, depending on what Neil does on his turn, I want to not aggro it ahead of time. So I'll just do it when it engages with him.
Okay. So you actually see Neil. You were looking at the skeletons, but then obviously you saw this big beast come around the corner. So you have to make a perception check to notice this. Jake, you make a sense motive check because you weren't a part of the shit that happened last session.
One last thing. Can I actually instead move up to here? Because I now know that it didn't see me, so I don't have to keep something.
It didn't see you. It didn't see you only because you were pressed up against that corner. You were.
Oh, okay. Then maybe
yeah. Sense motive, Jake, and perception, Neil. What's up?
So I need to make a perception check to spot the 7th, 8th man. No. Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, I know, I'm not that observant, but come on.
So what you notice is that even though as they were moving down, you actually notice that the skeleton had drawn out the sword and it has the shield out and everything. But then as it like raises the sword and gets ready to charge at Viggo, it actually looks over at the crossbowman and gestures towards Viggo. And Viggo, with your sense motive, you can actually see that there's coordinated attack between the two of them. And literally the skeleton with the sword chooses to drop his initiative to being beneath that of the crossbowman. So the crossbowman has the opportunity to fire the crossbow first before he engages with you in melee, which completely changes the dynamics of the combat and gives effectively a -8 to his attack roll. So you actually witness an intelligent approach to combat rather than just mindlessly moving forward and attacking. As the guy has the sword out and he looks over at the crossbowman and gestures. And then as the crossbow bolt is being released, he charges in, right? So crossbowman happens first. And he's going to attack you. I believe they're attacking with plus 3s, which is probably not going to hit you. Here we go.
Once more with feeling.
Okay. I was like, oh, a 15. Maybe I have something I can work with here. Falls back to a 7. So needless to say, it misses. So it takes that shot against you, as I just described, and then it moves up 5 feet here to get like a lineup. And as it does so, it starts reloading the crossbow. This other one, as I previously just said, then starts moving up to get engaged with you. He moves up to here, and he is going to attack you. He is going to attack. He has a solid +3 to chance to hit. Here we go. I saw a 20, a 1, a 19, a 3. Like, come on. All right, anyways, and it sucks because the 3's surrounded by big number. Anyways, so horrible misses as Viggo very, very quickly is moving incredibly quickly. He's able to easily like drop to the side and allow the crossbow bolt to go over his head. As the sword comes up, jump back and allow the sword to easily miss him. He has the reflexes like a wolf as they're attacking him. Tristan, it's your turn. You see there's a baddie here, and you see there's a baddie up here. One is rough terrain between you and it. The other one does not.
Wait, this is rough terrain?
Oh, no. Sorry. No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry.
So if there's one thing me know, it that I don't want this boy to run at me. So the easiest way to do that is run at him. So can I swift action and then charge?
Hey, absolutely. Yep. You can swift action at any point in time during your turn, unless your swift action explicitly says otherwise.
Cool.
What is the swift action you want to?
I will challenge the Minotaur.
Oh, yeah.
And then I will charge at him.
All right. Do me a favor. Stop here. You go charging at him. You move up the 15 feet. The Minotaur had, or Minotaur, whatever you want to call it, had prepared an action for your charge, and he is absolutely going to do this huge overhead drop at you as you're rushing at him. So give me 2 seconds as I make my prepared action attack against you.
God damn, this these fuckers know combat.
Hopefully I don't roll shit. Hey!
Fuck.
I actually rolled halfway decent. I believe a 25 can hit Neil, especially since when he is challenging, he has a -2 to AC. So
I actually have a +2 to AC.
+2 versus him. Okay, then just to be sure, I'm gonna roll Daddy's dice. I don't want to take chances. Does a 27 hit Neil?
That's the exact.
That just hits with the.
Oh
Daddy's
no!
dice.
Really? Oh
It's an
Jesus!
AC I have an AC at 25 right now.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, that sucks. All right. So that is give me half a tick here. So that is going to be plus. Where's my bab? Sorry. Where the fuck are you? There you are. So boom is another 3, 6. So
You are hard
Okay.
to hit these days.
yeah,
need
you
to be?
guys.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a nice big hit. So he's going to do. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Where's my damage? I don't have a damage button. Okay. /R.
Does he move forward even one space?
Nope.
To do this.
Nope, he doesn't need to because he has reach of 10 feet. All right, you ready for this? Here's the big boy.
Isn't that 15 feet?
No, it's 10 feet. See?
Because he's a large
I always
creature.
thought one. Oh, okay. That's a good
Right,
point.
5. Yeah. So 22
I
points of
always thought,
damage.
like that one's 5 feet. This one's 10 feet.
If you move diagonally, it goes 5, 15, 5, 15. But if you move straight, it's 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. Sorry, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, I would say. All right, so Neil, you absolutely take 22 points of damage. As like I said, he had set his feet in the ground, widened his grip and whatnot, and prepared the swing. So as you come rushing forward, he drops that axe on you. It hits you for 22 points of damage. It's still your turn. Getting attacked does not immediately break your charge. You can still push through that and can still charge. So I wish I had an ability that pushed you back too, but unfortunately no. That's a different type of Minotaur.
Right. So this is the.
Wait, I may have been getting confused. Is bad guy in this space or is bad guy in this space?
He's in
Hold
all
on.
4 of those.
He's in 4 spaces. Because he's large sized. So he's in these. Yeah.
So can I technically see this space?
Hold on. Let me see what you can see.
I can just a little bit. But nope. Okay.
Oh, you could definitely have seen like movement over there.
Okay.
But you
I
can't see. You can't see. Yeah.
attack it.
No, because he didn't charge. Yeah.
Damn it.
I need to have more things set up for my pick, apparently, because I need to do that at some point. Right, so this is a charge. What does charge do? Add minus for attack?
Charge is a -2 AC +2 chance to hit. Oh, that -2 to AC also would have applied to that attack too. So, unless you have an ability that would have.
Because I do have an ability, but I can't remember whether or not it's mounted.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you could have added something that counters that. All right, go ahead, sir.
Right, so this is a charge, so it's a +2. It's a power attack, so it's a +4. It's a power attack, so it's a -2. Challenge is +6, so that makes it +10. I think that is correct.
Karak.
So I will swing at him.
Absolutely. It's funny too. Hold on 1 second, because you. Oh, hold on. I actually just remembered something. So you make your attack. Hold on. So you moved from here, 5, 10, 15, and he prepared an action to attack you. Now you're moving from a threatened square to another threatened square. That actually provokes an attack of opportunity. So he actually gets to attack you a second time.
Has he not already used his reaction?
No. Wait. Prepared
Because
actions.
He attacked me.
Prepared actions don't require reactions in Pathfinder. They do in 5e, but not in Pathfinder. Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So he actually gets an attack of opportunity against you as well. But this second attack, it will be more or less the same exact attack. Sorry, I just remember because he has reach. This probably won't hit you. Oh! It hits! Oh my god, it hits! Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh! Okay. So you go charge again, and he's like, boom! And it hits you on your way in. And then, like, as you're getting up to hit him, he, like, thrusts forward, hitting you a second time. But, to be clear, you also swing back with that 21. Your 21 easily hits him. Like, it's not even, like, a doubt in your mind. That 21 absolutely hits him.
Destroyed me.
Where's Anno? Anno, I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Are you proud of me? We need a emote for Scott missing all the time.
Can I hear any like
yes, you hear absolutely lots of combat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but do I hear like Triss like he got pretty hurt? Do I hear him make any noises or anything? Or
That's a Tristan choice. Does he squeal like Scott, or is he?
He would definitely grunt. He's just taken nearly all his health in like a single instant.
2 big heavy blows. Okay. So yeah, that's where you guys sit. Tesh, you're muted if you're trying to talk to us. Tristan, so 16 points of damage. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right, that includes all of your crazy bonuses.
So what's really bad is he gets another move before I even get to have a shot at him.
Tristan, that includes all your crazy bonuses?
I don't have crazy bonuses. I'm a cavalier in a cave.
Okay, gotcha. Just wanted to be sure. All right, so that is 16 points of damage. Needless to say, that 16, it's not one of those simple like narrative damages. Like you absolutely rush forward with your pick and you swing, and as it swings at you once and then moves a second time and hits you, it's also able to get the pole arm, the haft of its axe up in time to try to block your attack. but your swing, the angle and the strength behind it is enough that you still are able to puncture through its shoulder and hurt the thing. And you can hear it give like a snort and a grunt of pain. So you absolutely did injure this thing, and it's a pretty heavy injury. But it is definitely still standing. This thing, despite how massive it is, moves way quicker than you otherwise would have anticipated. All right. Now,
are you sure I trigger an attack of opportunity because I'm not entering a threat range?
whenever you leave any threatened square to a new threat.
Yeah.
So let's say,
I'm
so
not
let me give you an
leaving a
example.
threat.
I'm going to give you an example real quick, just so you can see how this kind of like works. So its threatened squares are here. I can do this in a way that is easy to see.
So, Scott, I think an easy way to explain it why we're having this confusion in 5e, you can
Not
move
5e.
around a monster. I know.
Not-
I'm saying
So
this is
that's why
different, isn't it?
I'm making it super visual. So because it has a 15, it is a 10-foot range because it's large, long. If you move out of any one of these squares, attack of opportunity provoked. Oh, sorry, chat, I can't see. Attack of
I'm
opportunity
sorry,
provoked.
it
Attack
can
of
hit
opportunity
this
provoked.
square.
Attack of opportunity provoked. Attack of opportunity provoked. Attack of opportunity provoked.
Spicy.
Every time you move. Yeah. And that unless you make acrobatics checks. That is how 3rd edition 3.5 and Pathfinder work.
Technically-
2nd edition
technically
rounds
then-
didn't work the same.
Would I even like? Do I get interrupted?
No. Your
Can I
charge checks
continue
still
to
happen.
make my charge?
Yeah. That does not interrupt your charge. Correct. If you were doing something else like a bull rush or whatever, that'd be a different conversation, but you weren't. You were straight up charging. And yes, he can attack that square Gallon, but the whole idea is that you're stealth. So in theory, you'd be able to get your attack off before he even notices you, right?
I know, but it's still just like, oh my god, an insane range.
All right. Yes, that's if you ever watched the old Dark Sun campaign we did with Wade, Wade's character was effectively large sized and had the ability to get. He more or less could hit somebody like almost 30 feet away because he had a reach weapon and he was large and he can get bigger and bigger again. It was crazy.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it was crazy. Mortifer was big and tough. All right, Tristan, that was your turn. You charged forward. You got smashed twice for doing so, realizing this is no regular foe that you can just run at and hit. This thing has an understanding, like somebody just said beforehand, of combat and its placement in it. You hurt the thing.
It is a regular foe that I can run forward and hit.
Okay.
It just also hit me back.
Yeah, it just also knows how to fight.
Really fucking hard.
Viggo, twice. It is your turn, sir.
All right. Well, hearing the combat going on, obviously, I've got these two skeletons in front of me, but I hear Tristan in pain. Now, can I take the run action? And what is that? Just double move, or is that? Do I get to move more than that?
So, a homebrew rule I've always used, and it's been part of all of the Pathfinder campaigns we've had so far, is before you can run, you must double move. So you have to spend 1 round moving your double move, so a dash or whatever you want to call it first, and then every round after that, you're welcome to take the run action to which is a 1 round action to do your triple, quadruple, quintuple speed depending on your character. So you can only double move now. Now before you double move, there's the normal double move, which provokes attack of opportunity as you move. Then there's the withdraw action, which allows you to double move, but the first square you leave doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. So more or less meaning this square doesn't provoke, but this square does. So you can move from here backwards safely, but if you move forward, it doesn't fucking matter anyways. The good news is he's not going to be able to attack of opportunity you. He has a ranged weapon in his hand. He will absolutely attack of opportunity you. The final question, because you know that they move kind of quickly, is do they have the ability to make more than 1 attack of opportunity or not? And do you care either way?
Yeah.
Because you probably have an insane AC right now.
Yeah. I mean, you can crit me, right? So.
In theory. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not doing push-ups, so probably not.
All right. I'm going to double move, but I want to by way of moving forward and then moving up the wall onto the roof and around.
Oh, okay. So 5, and then effectively, we're going to go like, so we're going to start you from here, even though you weren't, right? So it's going to be 5 plus going up the wall is 10. That does provoke the attack of opportunity there, and that's fine. And then you're going to go, or actually we can even do it like this. effectively like this, even though you're not actually in that square. So kind of come around this way. Yeah, so that's fine. I'm fine with it. So it goes 5. You want to move through, but you're going to be up, so you're fine there. So effectively, that 60 feet gets you here. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Move your mini to there where you see my arrow pointing. Because I think your speed's only 60, right? Or sorry, it's only 30.
Yeah.
Okay, let me make my attack of opportunity against you.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's weird.
So you use your move and then your standard action to be able to do that. You have one guy attack at you, but hits nothing but wall. As you easily are able to evade it, and then you spend your move and your standard to get down here. Do you have anything with your swift before I go to the big baddie?
I do. The big. Does the roof? How tall is this thing that I've just seen?
Okay, so the roof again, it's about 12 feet tall. This thing is standing at about pretty much that
It's
whole
like
height.
it's hunched a little bit because it's like.
But it doesn't seem to be, for some reason, it doesn't seem to be impeded by the debris on the ground or the roof overhead. It seems to move unerringly through this area.
Okay. All right. Give me 30 seconds. I will enlarge.
Okay. As a swift action, you
Because
drink a potion in your shoulder.
Generally the way, especially in combat, that I attack with the Dex mutagen being like a wolf is all fours anyway. So
Okay.
shouldn't be impeded that much.
So as you're like doing the all fours running around the wall, I imagine Galen sees an enemy coming around the wall and quickly forms a crystal and gets ready to throw it at the thing on the wall until he sees us do this weird jerking motion and sees it like crunching glass in its teeth as it's consuming a potion and absorbing it through the blood.
I've seen
because
his
it's
wolf
like,
form before.
well, yeah, but it's still fucking freaky every time.
Oh yeah,
It's one of those like,
there'd be a hesitation of like, all right, it's him.
Yeah. And now it's going to be the Minotaur's turn, who looks and sees you approaching and kind of gives you this like, looks over Tristan's shoulder and looks and gives you this confused look as it's trying to identify what you are. And then as it starts to bring its attention to focus on you, Viggo, it like almost mindlessly attacks at Tristan in front of it. Oh, let me just clear this obstacle out of my way before I continue on. So I'm actually going to do this time. I'm going to attack this way. Sorry. Ah.
Fuck.
Damn it. Okay, so its first attack misses. So it swings at him almost mindlessly. Then when it doesn't hit him, he's like, ugh, and looks down at him and swings a second time. -5 is this. Yes. Oh no. Okay, hold on. You charged and you haven't had your turn yet, so you have a -2 AC. So you had a 25 plus 2 is 27, -2 is 25. So I need a Daddy's dice this. Either way, I hit a 27. All right, my damage. My damage, because I didn't power attack, is this. 13.
I'm not down. Okay.
You're still up?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're up.
That's why you saw my chance to hit go up some, is because I didn't power attack this time. So again, he just sees this target in front of him who kind of like seems to move, to be rather armored and move defensively. But he also sees that it's beaten to shit. So he mindlessly attacks it while bringing his focus up top. But then realizing he misses, like, and looks down and just like, boom, and hits it again. But once again, didn't have quite the strength behind it because he's trying to make sure he judges his opponent correctly. And hits him hard, but doesn't drop him. Galen, it's your turn.
Okay. If I have 5-foot step here, if I have free 5-foot step, does that allow me to do the full round attack? Or
Yes, you can free. So the problem with free 5-foot stepping in rough terrain is that you can't really do so, right? What
Okay,
I'll allow you to do though is make an acrobatics check to do that.
Easier. I'm just going to swift action swap chameleon to flight.
Oh, okay, sure. That actually definitely works better. Yeah, works way better.
Okay. Swap those around, and I'll 5 foot over. Because I'm stopping my stealth now anyway, so boop. And I'm going to attack twice. Because fuck this thing, it needs to go down like now.
Yep, fair.
I'm going to now. Okay, here's the thing. Do I still have the -4 to hit it because it's fighting Triss, but it's also large and taking up a lot more space?
So hold on. Do you still have the -4 to hit it? No, because you can choose to hit a square that is not. So more or less, what you do when you do combat is you choose a corner. So you start with this corner and you attack this corner here, which is nowhere near Tristan. If you were to attack up in this corner, this square, it would be an issue, but not back here, right?
I'm gonna
so you're good.
amp up both of these attacks. Well, I'll do one first. Amp up the attack with the psionic damage at the end as well. So boop.
And your chance to hit is a 20. A 20 absolutely hits.
Good. Okay, so boop, boop. 20 damage.
20 points of damage is absolutely devastating. You definitely hurt this thing.
Okay.
Again, absolutely devastating.
Next attack. Boop. This is also amped. I should. Oh no! It's the wrong dice. Oh, come on.
What do you mean it's the wrong dice? Sorry, roll 20 is
dice-
starting to jam up on me again.
Yeah. So roll 20 is showing me a 19.
Like the dice
and a 2.
aren't even rolling; they're frozen at the bottom of my screen, not even moving.
You know how Pathfinder auto rolls 2 dice? Well, the second dice is 19.
Oh, gotcha. I understand.
So I'm guessing, unfortunately, that does not hit.
No, the 19. Unfortunately, sorry, that does not hit. The 10 does not hit.
Damn it. That's all I can do this turn, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Unfortunately, that is the case. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to refresh roll 20. It is being painfully slow. It is so bad right now. Oh my god, this hurts. Okay, I have to refresh. Oh my god, it's so painful. Oh, try not to freak out, Scott. Try not to freak out. All right, there we go. And I just got to do one last thing, and then I'll move the minis for you. Did you lose your sight, Jake?
Yes, I did.
Thought so. All right. Okay, you have it back now?
Yep.
It's more fun now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, we're going to do this one. 25 because Gallon is now visible. And then we're going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. No, so 15. So yeah, because you're large size now, I'll be able to hit you. All right, cool. But now I'll stay back half a tick, just because I'll use the cover because I can't attack you this round anyways. All right, cool. So the crossbowman starts rushing down the hallway, finishing like reloading the crossbow from last round as he goes. And as he's rushing down the hallway, he lines up the crossbow, kind of like skids to a stop on the wall, uses the wall to brace himself because he was moving so quickly to like line up his shot. And then, so it's funny. It's almost like he's breathing. Almost like he takes that breath, holds, and takes the shot against Gallon.
Ooh, okay.
An 18. I don't think an 18 hits Gallon. Gallon usually has like a 20 AC. So, the other guy has such a high chance to hit. I'm going to trust that the Minotaur can be useful without it. I'm going to roll Daddy's dice. Does a 20 hit Gallon?
Incorrect.
No! Damn it, I'm out of Daddy's dice. So the crossbowman rushes forward, lines up his shot, and takes it. That's his move in his standard. That's his turn. The other one rushes down as well with the sword drawn. Comes to a slow as he sees like the big beast thing there. And it's just kind of like slows to a stop and like hangs back around the wall there. Gallon with a -5 because you're distracted. Go ahead and roll me a sense motive check. After that's going to be Tristan's turn.
-5.
You notice, Gallon, as this shot is taken out, you can just like, oh shit, as the shot comes your way and you're able to dodge it. Tristan deciding what he wants to do with this turn. Nori suggesting fight defensively. So as the shot comes your way and narrowly misses you, you look over and you see the sword guy come up and slow to a stop, like look up. You know, granted, it's a skeleton. It doesn't have facial expressions. But you see it slow down and look up at the massive size of this wolf thing that's hanging from the wall that's over there. And you can see it kind of like stop and like bring its back up against the wall where it's standing. Almost looks like it's collecting itself. Like you can almost see its like shoulders going up and down, like it's kind of like gathering the strength. And then you see it like push itself forward, like it's getting ready. Like almost imagine like Merry and Pippin, like hiding around the corner, backs against the wall, looking at each other like, yeah.
Now I feel bad about shooting those other skeletons immediately.
What was that?
Now I feel bad about shooting those other skeletons immediately.
All right. So Tristan, it's your turn. What are you going to do, sir?
One thing Viggo yells at you as he comes around to the corner. I don't know if Tristan even notices, but he says, "Move!" Like he just yells at you, "Move to the back!" Like of the creature. Like if you want to, if I don't know if you're going to retreat or what, but more or less, if you could at least 5-foot step. Because has the Minotaur taken? Has it taken its attack of opportunity this round?
Nope, it has not yet.
Okay, yeah. But depending on what you want to do.
But Jake, you can clearly tell this thing from the axe being like thrust into his shoulder and that crystal that embedded itself into his side and kind of like burst. You can see the way that this thing is, I mean, it's tough. It's definitely a tough creature, but you can see the way it's starting to slump and the way it's like, you know, kind of like almost being defensive. You can see like the look in its eyes. It suggests this thing looks very injured. You know that, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Zyle!
I will fight defensively.
Okay, so that's a -4 to a chance to hit. No, wait.
Yep, -4.
-4 for a +2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, because you don't have acrobatics yet. Yeah, that's right.
And I will fish for crits. Can I full round attack?
Absolutely. Fight defensively is not an action, is it?
You can choose to do it when
Yeah.
attacking.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you can full round attack while fighting defensively. I might be mistaken because I believe full defense is a standard action. Fighting defensively is not. So yes, I believe you can. All right, go ahead.
So let's fish for crits. I mean, like I can free 5-foot step here and still attack.
Correct. You do not provoke an attack of opportunity for a free 5-foot step.
So I can, but can I free 5-foot step and full round?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Because it's free. Yep.
Okay, so I can do that then. And then I.
You're almost like backing yourself into the corner like an injured badger.
Yeah, and I got.
Oh, I thought for a second that was a crit, but it was the other way around. Oh, because
so
you said
close.
Fisher crits.
These
That's
dice
definitely a
are
hit,
so
though.
mean.
It's definitely a hit, though. I hate the fact that it doesn't do if then. Neil, hold on. Don't worry about that second attack. Go ahead and describe what you do.
I mean, Tristan's just got hammered. like really hammered. Like his like posture right now would be like shield is up, and he'd just be getting beaten repeatedly by this thing. And then the hammer would just go forward, and the pick it would be in reverse grip, and the pick would just sink itself into the Minotaur's eye.
Oh, that's gross. Right into, pops the eyeball, goes into the brain. It experiences that whole horror, and then he just kind of like slumps. And I imagine under the weight of its slump, Tristan also kind of, is having a hard time keeping his own.
Tristan is
footing.
sagging. There's probably like, I mean, I know that around is like 6 seconds, but there's probably like a 3-second period or something where the hammer just remains where it is in the Minotaur's eye socket before he like musters the strength to pull it out.
Pull it out, baby. All right, so that is that. Cool. Tristan, while it's down on the, would you attack it again? Just because you rolled a second time, but would you have attacked it again while it was down on the ground, just to make sure it was dead, or would you want to do something else with move action?
If he had thought that it was alive, yes, but if he realized it was dead and with like what I described, I don't think he would. I mean,
Okay.
He's not the sort of vindictive person that'll just abuse a corpse for
Cool.
the sake of it.
Then after that is going to be Viggo's turn. Viggo, you're not showing up on the thing. I can, just because I changed your mini on you to give you one that made more sense. 14. Okay. It is now your turn.
Seeing the pickaxe sink into the Minotaur's eye and it kind of slump, Viggo comes to a halt, turns back around to where the skeletons are, and I will step.
That poor skeleton that was like cowering is now just like
It like runs around the corner and then just like the Urukai picking them up.
Yeah. Alright, so I will make a bite attack first. No, I don't do that much damage, remember, Tash, so...
these guys don't have much health.
Oh, I thought it was an natty one, but okay. 16 hits. Oh, 14. Sorry, 4. Is it? That looks wrong. I mean, I know it's a D8, but is it really only +1? Your strength didn't go up at all in any of that?
Nope.
Really? Even being large sized and everything? Did your damage go up from being large sized?
I didn't apply the enlarged person.
So enlarged person would increase your strength by 2? But does your damage stay at a D8 or what?
No, it does. It moves up to the next category.
Which should be a D10, right?
Yeah. Can I just roll that like as a D10? Like,
yeah, you go ahead and slash roll
attacks in a minute. But
yeah, 1D10 plus 2. Yep. I'm just gonna confirm that.
Does it go up by 2 or go 2? Oh no, up by 2 is 1. Never mind, you're right.
Yeah, I just give me one second. I'm just gonna confirm the size chart that it goes up that scale. I'm almost positive it's exactly D10 is the next one, but I just want to confirm. Here we go. So a D8 goes up to. Hold on. So if it's a medium, it's a D10. It goes no. A large is a 2D8. No. Sorry, 2D6. A D8 goes up to a 2D6. So you do 2D6 plus 2.
Right.
I just wanted to confirm that.
That's really good. That's a lot more damage. Nice.
yeah, so that's 10.
Okay. So that will fall.
Alright, so that one falls. And then I'll claw attack the other one.
Okay.
I'm going to roll bite because it's just the next size category up, because I think claw's 1d6, then it goes to 1d8.
I believe you are correct. Just don't forget we have to add one more damage at the end of it. Yes. So go ahead, roll bite for it.
I clicked the buff, so it should.
Oh, hold on. But is claw also a primary attack, or is it a secondary attack? We should have a different.
Primary.
Okay, then you're good.
Yeah, I can make 3 attacks.
Oh,
That's a hit. So it's just mental math, the +1 damage.
it's a 5.
Oh no, he has a +2 on there. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Yep. So it's
Oh,
4
that's
points
unlucky.
damage. So you hit, and then you have one more attack.
Also, there's this that happens as fire seems to be rendered into the skeleton.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, actually,
did
I
Viggo
just
use Wolfang
Yeah.
Fist? Is Viggo Yamcha?
So your first attack, the creature that you just attacked with the claw. So when you bit the other one, you literally crunched the bones beneath the strength of your jaw, right? And the thing fell limp, and you're like there's big like tooth marks inside of the leather that it's wearing. With the other one, you try to slash at it with your claws, but your claws don't even hurt the thing. Literally, you just slash through the leather and don't even connect with the bones. However, you leave behind this well of energy, this like burning sensation, actually catching the leather on fire that literally burns the bones. And you can see the thing, like as it continues to move and dodge and weave and prepare for your next attack, the flame itself seems to spread into the bones and like burns out the joints or what have you, the areas of the bones that connect, and it ends up like disrupting the magic there. So it ends up crumbling beneath the energy of the attack. That one falls as well. Literally ending combat.
I'm scared.
Yeah, those guys have so in short, those guys have now that the combat's over, it doesn't matter as much. They have 6 HP, but they also have a DR5 against anything but bludgeoning. Bite attacks are like slashing and crushing, or piercing and crushing. They're both. Whereas slash attacks are only slashing. So the 4 did nothing, but the 6 hit its 6 health points. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that works.
That's why they had such that's why they had such low health. I understand now.
Yeah, because they have DR. And like against your attacks, well, Tesh, you were doing 17, right? But
Yeah.
it was ignoring 5 of those. And then Neil was doing piercing. So again, but he just did, I think he did like 8 before. So it was only like 3, right? But anyways, so all of a sudden combat falls out. Tristan is slumped against the wall. The thing is dead. I imagine he's looking at it, just kind of like catching his breath. Galen's sitting there looking around at everything. There's a bunch of bones everywhere. I believe these bodies were actually here and here respectively. I'll drop it to RP for you guys. Go ahead.
You okay?
Why can't we just fight bloody soldiers? I mean, what even the fuck is that?
Yo,
I don't know, but it's
Viggo
fucking
is,
huge.
He's still on the roof clinging. He goes, I thought you were going to let me be the hero for once. As he drops down off the roof. And
Speaking of fucking huge,
he gives you a cure moderate.
Oh, yeah, I'm a drink that boy.
I'm a loot the corpses while you do that. See if they've got anything on them.
I love the idea of, oh, glad we survived. Check the buckets, check the buckets, check the buckets.
A whole 9 HP.
Look, you
Don't
have to
worry.
accept that, like,
Don't worry, boys. I'm up
when
to
it comes to D&D,
a firm
there is
10.
Nice. You were on 1 health.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the fact that I didn't, I had to not power attack because if I had to increase my chance of hitting him. So I didn't power attack and it actually saved him. It kept him up, which is good. But
Fucking hell.
anyways,
But yeah, no, there's a little bit of a meta that can never be avoided when it comes to looting corpses in D&D.
if you ever played the 3.0 Oriental Adventures, there's actually like a taboo against touching dead bodies for most of the classes. So if you're not playing like more or less like a ratling or whatever they're called, like rogue, you usually will not, touch the corpses and loot the stuff off of them out of respect for the dead
interesting.
bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
will
like
say,
there's
I
things
have
like
heard-
honorifics and whatnot, but
yeah, I will say I have heard that specific one is that specific book is incredibly problematic.
oh, of course it is. I mean, the book is fucking called Oriental Adventures. and that's a-
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, whereas you can say that something is Oriental, like an object is Oriental, you don't use that to describe people, and unfortunately, it does in that book as well as many other
Yeah.
things. Yeah, but
Um,
it was also written years ago, So I mean,
Yeah,
it was
but
before people
that,
realized they were dumb.
Putting beliefs and like taboos and stuff like that is always really interesting to put into different cultures in D&D.
Yeah.
Just I'm a soldier. I'm gonna loot corpses.
Oh yeah. Obviously, you're not just there for coin. You're looking for things of importance. You just happen to find
Exactly,
coin
yeah.
too. So, anyways,
It's one of those things where in meta, I'm looking for all the loot. In character, he's probably looking for like any orders or like anything that he can find on them to see what's going on.
You're good. So one of the things that you notice is that they are wearing leather armors. The leather armors are creaky still and still in pretty good shape, relatively new. They have the crossbow is I wouldn't say new, but still in really good shape. As is the sword and the shield that they have. So there are the 4 skeletons that are there. They have nothing important on them beyond the equipment that you see them having. No food, no coin, no written details, nothing at all. I mean, there's not much that you can imagine some mindless creature needs to continue surviving. Looking over at the large beast-like bovine that you saw, genuinely surprising. First and foremost, you can see that it has that massive axe on it. It has that massive axe that's on it. You clearly being of larger than any of you guys would normally be able to use. I imagine Neil is angrily looking at it, thinking about the pelt.
Was it
you know,
specifically one of the crossbows that looked like? Because you mentioned just one crossbow. Is there one crossbow that looked more interesting than the other one?
oh no. Yeah.
Okay,
Not-
so they're
nothing like-
both just crossbows. Okay.
Correct. Anyways, looking over the large bovine creature, you can see that it does happen to have some stuff of value on it. It doesn't have coins because you can imagine this thing doesn't go upstairs and go shopping in the general market or what have you. But it does look like it's been compensated for its efforts, or maybe it's just found things over time that happen to be of value on it. You see that it does carry on its person like a little pouch, like a flat pouch that has gemstones. I don't know how much time you would spend looking these over to see the value of them, but you absolutely do find gemstones
Probably
on it.
just grab the bag. Honestly, if it's a bag of gemstones, look at that later.
Yep. Perfect. Cool. And you look over and are able to see those things. Jump into RP if you'd like.
Not much on the. Oh wait. Not much on the bodies. I can't find anything pointing to what's going on.
At this stage, Viggo has pulled out like his healer's kit, and he's kind of like stitching parts of Tristan that have been cut open, and he takes his last healing potion, which is on his. It's another moderate on his swift action. He'll take it off, and he hands it to you. He goes, "Don't drink it yet." He's going to treat wounds or whatever. I don't think it does anything for right now.
Treat deadly wounds takes an hour.
I'll just spend 10 minutes. Like, it's more or less just thematically sewing things up so the healing seems to, just be easier.
I don't get it. No.
RP, not mechanic.
Yes.
Oh,
like,
gotcha.
Instead of
Yeah.
just handing him this thing, I stitch it closed, and then it will probably just heal with seamlessly and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
I'll come up and hand you a cure light wounds. It's all I got.
Yeah, Neil. Cure light wounds.
And should I roll the moderate now, as if I'm taking it after the?
Yeah.
I apologize for not understanding, Jake.
You're right. I'll be back in 1 second.
Oh, that is
bedtime for my
unlucky.
kids, so I'll be 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's fine.
Actually, this is a good
20.
point. We can have a quick break now. Then I think is probably a good idea.
Yeah, go right ahead. I will take a break as well with you boys. So if you just want to turn off your camera, just give me half a second. I want to look at something. Because
Yep, no
I was
worries.
the one that scheduled the meeting for myself, like a dumb face. So I was just confirming what time my meeting is, so I don't screw anything up. Yeah, it was all me. It's just I'm so new at working with Google Calendar and working with the fact that I need
Say
to.
Ravuma, dude, it's cool. We love you.
Yeah, I won't lie, it's new. Like, and I have to look at not my schedule. I have to coordinate with other people as well. So I have like all these colors on my screen, and I'm like, ah. So, anyways, and I don't want to make it look like I'm blocking out every Wednesday. It'll be easier in the future, but all right, cool. So I have an hour and 10 minutes. All right, cool. All right, we'll take a quick break, everybody. We'll be right back, and then we'll jump right into RP. Yay!
Yep.
And exploration. Hey, everybody. It's been an interesting week, huh? We got to see, a couple of weeks. Vampires, mimics, minotaurs, all sorts of creatures that we haven't usually seen in Aurorum. And one of the big reasons is because new areas are being explored that haven't been to before, right? So there's a reason why you'd find a Minotaur in Molisel Harbor, but not like anywhere else on Aeroth, or at least not generally anywhere else on Aeroth, right? There's a reason why a Mimic was found on the other campaign, but not have ever been seen in the, 3 and change years we've been playing Aurorum. And there's a reason why we have a vampire here. Like, it's just, these are things that I don't want these, like, tropey villains to be all over the place in the world. It just makes sense for them to be in very niche kind of places. It's like when Drow, granted with the old perspective of what Drow were was problematic, but putting that aside, Drow should have been an issue you really only dealt with if you went into the Underdark, right? If you went into deep down in Faerun. Then all of a sudden, Drow were like a part of every campaign everywhere. It didn't matter if you were on a cloud city, you had a Drow matriarch causing issues, you know. So I like the idea of the beasts or villains or what have you belong in certain regions and not just anywhere. So, which to me is fun. And I don't think Jake's character can even really pick up and carry this axe, let alone lose it. I mean, now he could, but like later on. It'd be funny, actually. With him being large-sized, I don't think he's proficient with great axes, but it would be pretty funny if he just picked up the axe while he maintains large-sized and starts walking around with the large-sized Minotaur axe. That would be pretty hilarious. Again, I don't think he's proficient with it, though, as an alchemist. I can try to Google it real quick. Pathfinder alchemist. I mean, granted, it's archetypes, but just looking at the basic one, it's all simple weapons and bombs. But obviously, we don't do bombs because they're stupid. And then his archetypes are vivisectionalist. Or sorry, vivisectionist. I always add an L in there. I don't know why. And a different one that I can't remember. So vivisectionist does not change that. And I can't remember his other archetype if anybody else does. And there are spells and whatnot to give you temporary proficiency, but I don't know if he has any of those or would even give a shit to have any of those. So. No. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome back, Neil. How are you? I'm glad that you're not terrible. I am Scott. Scott. Oh. Let me actually make sure I put in a handout what the... Do you guys have like a loot handout? Oh, there's the crystals off Loper handout, and I think you guys finally identified those, didn't you? You did. No, you did. Oh, okay, so that just means you guys can't see that handout. Okay, gotcha. I was like, because I definitely have those there. Okay. Cool. Let's do a loot handout, because that way I can kind of keep track of it for when you guys finally get these checked out. Oh, Jake's back. Cool. Let's just jump back into this. 5, 4, 3. Yeah. And then I just put in the GM side what you don't identify yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, wrong button. There we go. All right. All right, let's just jump right back into it. Hi.
Hello. We're going to die horrible deaths.
So yeah, you go ahead and jump right into the RP that you guys have with one another after everything that just transpired. You immediately go around looting stuff. You're going over there spending like the 10 minutes or whatever it is, or 5 minutes while he's looting, checking up stitches. Obviously, everybody being alert to see if anything else approaches. But it seems like nothing else is approaching, at least as of right now. This is clearly a very dangerous area. but one that you were able to survive, thank the goodnesses. So, what do you guys do?
Time to hopefully find out if there's anything else down here. Hopefully that was all the guards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just drink my final cure light wounds.
Wow.
Mhm.
Neil, I'm sorry. You are rolling absolute
That
trash,
is
sir.
3 ones in a row
Three
for
ones.
I
Listen, it's
imagine-
okay, we're gonna come across a crate full of like cure light potions. I'm sure of it.
Just
There's
two.
gonna be like
that is-
dash-
Hold on. In an area where you think vampires dwell, you think you're going to find a crate full of potions that fill you up with positive energy?
Yeah, we're
'cause
gonna
they have
find- we're gonna
servants,
find
man. You know what I
we-
mean?
I mean, they're not technically positive energy, right? It's
I mean,
just
technically,
healing,
yeah.
which,
Yeah,
which
healing.
is
No, it's positive
not-
energy in Pathfinder.
Nah,
Yeah.
not
In
in our
Pathfinder, yeah.
Pathfinder. No. In Kingmaker, sure,
Aren't
we
they
knew that, but for us,
alchemical?
we don't know that.
Oh, sure.
Look. What I'm
Sure,
saying,
that's fair.
right,
That's fair.
is we're gonna find a bunch of potion bottles with red liquid in, and we will
Oh,
drink
no.
them, and they will heal us. Okay? And none of us will ask questions. They'll all be slightly salty, a little bit metallic. And Jake will drink the only potion there that's white and salty. And then we'll go on our way. Triss will say, well, we should make this quick. If we find one of them vampires down here, I'm not exactly in the best shape for a fair fight.
I hope that the fact that nothing else has come while we're being here after the fight means there's nothing else down here. Hopefully.
Nothing else that isn't sleeping, maybe.
Okay. Well. Now, interestingly, how long was the Minotaur running from this direction?
Good question. The combat only happened. It probably arrived less than 20 seconds or it's 20. You know, it was under 30 seconds from when the combat started that it arrived.
Okay,
By the way,
so,
just to go over what you found inside the Minotaur's bag, just to make it easy. 5 gems and a pearl. Sorry, 4 gems and a pearl.
Whoa. Okay.
Just to make it clear. And then
Before
I
the
have it in
blood
my hidden
pool
notes.
Coagulates too. I am going to take a sample of the king's blood. Probably fill up 2 vials or something.
Thank you, kind sir, for the loot table.
Yep.
Okay, I think searching down first is probably a good idea. Because
I imagine you're gonna stealth, sir.
yes. I can swift action back to Chameleon, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay. I need to reset roll 20 so I can actually see what you guys are doing. All right, cool. So you are going to make your
Ooh,
stealth
that's not a
check.
good stealth.
I imagine you tell Tristan and whatnot to hang back a bit and Viggo to hang back a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what timers you guys have on your characters, but you can imagine as all that takes place. We could say that from the moment the battle ended till now, 6 minutes have passed. So if you have anything that expires in 6 minutes, remove it from your character sheet. If there's anything that
screen.
if there's anything that lasts longer, you're good to go for now. Cool.
Fun thing, Scott, you were being like, does an 18 hit you? I know it doesn't hit you. Maybe I'll roll daddy dice and see if 20 hits you. Meanwhile, I had 24 AC. So I had shield up.
Beautiful, big tough boys with your crazy ACs. I have to start having bad guys with obnoxious bab. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually kind of nice that when I hit you, it hurts, but I can't hit you.
Do I see anything much in here other than whatever? I would sort of, once it's clear, I would usher them up. Obviously.
Okay, so when you go inside there, go ahead and make me a perception check. Okay.
Oh, I'm rolling. bad now.
Absorbing the area, you can definitely hear the splashing of water without moving your minis at all. You can definitely hear the splashing of water coming from your right-hand side, left on the map. From your right-hand side, as and you can definitely smell the salt and everything that's down here.
Okay.
You can see ahead of you, there's some like almost looks like mushrooms that are growing out of the ground over here. So there must be mushrooms that can survive in the not the moisture, but the saltiness, just how much saline, like how
Are they edible?
That's a good question. You would have to go down there and check them out with a knowledge nature check. But coming into the area, you're starting to see that whatever this big area is does have a large looks like it feeds directly into that has to be the ocean. Like that can't not be the ocean, right? Like look how friggin' massive it is.
Yeah, that looks like probably. At least that's maybe where they smuggle things in.
Essentially,
yeah. The dock. Oh my god, it's huge. Oh no, I see another path.
So you see that there is again, just stopping for a second. Looking at the area, so the rocks look like the almost like that at one point in time. So that drops down to the water. Like the water is does not, so you actually have to climb down to get into the water that's that's down below. But that being
this
said,
is a slope rather than
that is a bit of a slope, but this is also a stairwell. So this right here, this area right here is a higher altitude than this area over here, but not by a crazy amount, maybe 3 or 4 feet. So this here to here is a rough walk because of how rocky it is and how sleek and whatnot it is, but it's not too much of a walk down. Like altitude wise, it's more of just how rough it is across. But this is stairs or something that goes into the water. This over here is like a rock climb down into the water. So you could, in theory, stay dry by going across here, right?
So that means
these are almost the same height.
This is dry, not like I thought that was like a waterway.
Nope. Down here is water, and certainly if you maybe it looks like if you go further to the left, there's water, but or which would be the east because the ocean's the east. But that being said, go ahead, Tesh, and roll me.
Explaining.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check as you're looking at this. Okay. I can offer you.
Roll?
I can offer you nothing at the moment. You're good. You're good. So just nothing that kind of immediately comes to mind. And before you do anything else, just finish answering Jake, and then you have a question for me, sir. Jake, going over and checking out those mushrooms really quickly, looking at them, trying to see if they're edible. Actually, they are edible. This kind of mushroom is in fact edible. It's actually one of the things it's known for is being a particularly meaty kind of mushroom, and it can sometimes be used as a substitute in cuisine for actually having like a meat. So that it is edible. The flavor is very bland, but the texture is wonderful. Because they tend to grow in saltier areas like this, they also have a naturally very savory flavor to them. Their spores and whatnot are not harmful in the least bit, so you're good to just pick them if you wanted to. You just know that you want to make sure you cook it with some sort of like marinate it or cook it with something that's going to really add flavor to it, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, Tesh, you were going to ask me a question.
Yeah, I said, can Virgil make the an intelligence check?
Not for what that was, so you're good.
Okay, cool.
Can I climb over there?
If you wanted to.
So we have to go over this part here.
To avoid getting wet. Yep. I imagine Tristan is pulling up the rear, but also being rather careful. Roll me a climb check, unless you wanted to jump it, Viggo, because it is slightly lower in altitude. Oh, yeah, okay. So you easily kind of like grab onto the wall and are able to climb over and get over. We'll stop you here for a second with relative ease.
For ease of thing, I'm literally just going to swift action switch from chameleon to flight, fly over, and then switch back to chameleon over here.
Okay. And I imagine you do that like once you're up on the altitude that's not in any water. Okay, cool. So then one of the things you guys notice is that over here absolutely is completely filled with water. 100% completely filled with
so that's
water
the
over here.
waterway in, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely the whole area over there is completely filled.
No.
What it's like over there, you have no idea. You'd have to
Does
completely
it look
go.
accessible by boat or ship?
You have no idea right now. You don't even have the slightest clue. But what you do know is this: that the water in the room where you are, because the room where you are happens to be significantly taller, so the water does not come up to the roof. Obviously, you're standing there, but over here it does slope down, and so by the time you're at the edge of where your vision is, probably Gallon is the further vision. So by the time you're at the edge of where your vision is, Gallon, it looks like you don't think you can even keep your lips above water by like trying to.
Oh wow! Okay,
As you go.
that's
So
an underwater tunnel. Is
it
the
is
water
unfortunately
here
underwater.
moving? Like
Yeah, so
you know
it
how-
has sloshing.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yep.
Now, does that count? In knowledge-wise, I don't know how much we would know, but does that count as like moving or running water for vampire stuff? Like, would they need to be avoiding this?
Absolutely, it would count as that. 100% it would, because that would be if you think about it, that would literally be like a my brain's not working here. That would be in theory the ocean from where you are, right?
Okay, cool.
Like it actually makes sense that would be the ocean. So I'll let you guys stop and RP for a second before you continue exploring.
Well, if we do encounter a vampire, jump in there.
Is this where
Sort
we
of like
look
it's one of
at
those
the
just like
water and it's
semi-joking, semi-like worried.
I
Sorry,
feel
Ken.
like
What's up,
there's I feel like there's actually a gate here, and while I'm trying to speak friend and enter, Tesh and Neil are throwing rocks into the water.
Nice.
I'm confused.
He's making LOTR references.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
okay.
That's all. Nothing crazy.
I really don't like this ominous staircase I'm seeing in the distance.
So before we go on any further, do you guys say anything to each other? And Tristan, how do you cross the gap?
Can you climb?
Can you climb? Very good.
What? No,
I can throw him I can throw him a rope as well.
Well, remember he's going down, not up. So throwing him a rope just means that you're gonna ripcord him down to where
He's
you
going
are.
down, I getcha.
Yeah.
I guess we could sort of like go here and be ready to sort of.
Oh no,
open
you
on-
could throw me a rope, right? How long 60 foot a rope in it?
Yeah, it is. How far is he going down?
Again, it's only 4 feet down, and then mostly you're just kind of crossing that gap there. So it's
That's
not like
a
it's
bad
crazy
idea.
far.
Yeah. Wait.
I may have a length of rope. If not, I'll steal
He's
yours.
had a good idea. I see what he's doing. and I
I'll
like
take
it.
your length of rope if that's all right, and I'll tie it to this pillar.
Yep.
Let it trail all the way down, so that we can use it to either abseil down or, in a pinch, scramble out.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Absolutely.
Yep.
Cool.
He's been very smart.
Yep. So you have it so you can get back up later on, but also he can help to hold it steady for you or what have you in the moment. All right. Give me.
Actually,
But again,
you know
before you guys move forward, just let me know.
there's more
um,
IP that I'm about to say now.
right,
While
go ahead.
he's sort of getting over.
Viggo, if you want, I can take a look down the tunnel down of water and just give it a quick peek and come back.
I mean, more information about where we are exactly is
Okay.
very beneficial.
So I'm going to change. I'm dropping the chameleon here, so I'm not stealthing this, unfortunately. But I'm dropping that for swim speed and underwater breath.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go into the water and have a look in here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. It's going to be
Ooh.
difficult to do because of the water and everything that's down there, but go ahead and roll me a perception check.
After you roll it though, the only difference is I thought you were going to fly down there.
Well, no, the water, the thing goes into the water. So there's no
Oh.
space above the water.
And so he has to. That's why he's
Um,
switching to an underwater breathing ability. What were you gonna say,
Yeah.
sir? You're gonna say something?
I mean, I wouldn't suggest getting in the water, but we've already moved past that. So
Well, if you see him going into the water, you can absolutely say something, Viggo. I mean, you're
Yeah.
not only smart, but also his commander.
Yeah.
So,
well, when he says that, then instead of saying what I said, I say it's probably best to not disturb the water.
Okay, then
If
scratch
you get
all
into
of that.
trouble down
no.
there,
You would
no
still
one
see what
really
you see
willing
there.
to
but-
help you.
So sorry.
No,
J-
if he's
you-
telling me it's better to not disturb the water, I wouldn't. Like that. That's remember
Well-
Gallon.
well,
follows
because you-
orders, so.
Well, because you switched your abilities, I imagine it's literally one of those you switch your abilities and you go and you like dive in and pop your head up, and he's like, "No," which is fine because like I don't want to ruin what you've already discovered, right? So we
Okay,
can assume
okay,
like
yeah, we'll do
you
that.
dive in and you get to hear, and it's like so
Yeah.
you make your perception check, and so obviously you can react based off what he just said as you pop your head up and you got a quick glance down there. One of the things you notice is to the we'll say east of where you are, you believe it's east. There seems to be
Yeah.
another stairwell that's over there, which is like, what the fuck? But you also pretty sure you see off in the edges of your vision, you're pretty sure you see two more skeletons that are down there. And because you see those skeletons, you think that maybe now they see you because now they look like they're starting to make their way underwater over towards you. So you can respond
You
to
know
Gallon
what?
how you
You
like.
were right. You were right. Skeletons coming.
That's why he wouldn't let me take it back. By the way, 100%. That's why he wouldn't let me take it back.
There's
So
a stairwell, but there's skeletons coming. Be ready. They're underwater.
And luckily, the good thing is that skeletons aren't particularly tough, so it'd be pretty easy for you guys to defeat them anyways. So why don't we go ahead and roll initiative really quickly? We'll
Yeah.
pop that open.
I presume I
And-
would have had time to climb down in the meantime. I felt like you were about to ask me to make a roll, so I didn't.
Yes. And your climb DC, just so you know, because you literally have ground to walk on, a rope to hold on to, is very easy. It's just an 8. Yeah, you easily make it down there, and you would have done that during all that.
The climb. I thought the 2 was the climb. I'm like, oh no, we're gonna have to save him from drowning.
You still have crystal voice, but yeah. All
Oh.
right, cool. No, you're good.
Oh,
2 actions. You can take them both out.
yeah, double.
All right, cool. I'll wait till everybody's
Actually,
on there.
Would
Everybody's on there now.
So would I be down in the water where I was? Because
No. Well, yeah. I mean, that's up to you. Yep. Hold on. Where were you? You were.
yeah, I'll
here.
stay
There
down
we go.
there then. Yeah.
Perfect. So Gallon technically gets to go first. Gallon, you can technically use your energy attack as long as you're within 60 feet. Wait, hold on. You're not quite on a square. I think that's my fault. I think you're right here. All right, there you go.
I can use
So,
the energy attack on the.
Do
I
you
can't use
do you
my
have the
crystals
swim
underwater?
speed? Do you have a swim speed?
Yes.
Okay, so to
It's
free, you
just-
can.
Actually, I don't know if it's exactly the same. Let me.
If you have a
double
swim
check.
speed, you can do a free 5-foot step underwater. You can.
Oh,
And
swim speed equal to base speed. Yes.
yep, so you have a free 5-foot step forward if you want to be able to be within 60 feet of them. And your crystals, you can try to use them underwater, but underneath water, their range is greatly decreased. I already 5-foot stepped you, so you'll be here.
So just so you know, I don't think I would be doing that because 60 feet is not a range I can engage in combat with.
Wait, what?
My stuff is all 30 feet, and then energy is especially 30 feet.
Oh, I thought that was 60. Okay, my apologies. So do you want to prepare 2 actions?
Yes, I would like to prepare 2 actions. I think that is exactly what I would like to do.
Okay, so we have this skeleton is going to move at half speed. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is 60 feet of movement. That's his whole turn. He is now 30 feet away from you.
Perfect.
And you can use your action. 5, 15,
So are these both full attacks,
20,
or is it like
25.
doing what
30.
you do with 2 attacks?
So this other one is not in range. You have to attack the same one twice. You hit with the first one. It's just prepared actions. So just single
Okay,
attack.
cool.
It's not the crystal though. It's the energy attack.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
in that
You
case,
can't
I
use
will-
that underwater. Yeah.
That's fine. It'd be sonic damage then, and it'd be where is it? Where's my improved energy? There it is. Damn. And then
Okay. So then you guess you get to use your other prepared action. It wasn't useless. Look at that.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Well, you can't critical hit undead anyway, so that's okay.
Oh, you can't? Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'm sad that I wasted the crit on that. Actually, that's the wrong damage. Sorry. I don't know why that's. So ignore that. It's also got a +2 for some reason. It's empowered blast, not normal. It's ironically going to be less, most likely. Oh no, there we go.
Okay, so beautiful. You are absolutely able to blast this thing. What kind of energy do you use? Describe it for us.
So this is sonic. So actually, this would be really cool underwater. It would be like full on. You'd see like the ripples out through the water, the into hitting them, and like it on impacts there would be like a ripple out from the skeleton. The first one would like break off like an arm. The next one full on just like causes it to shatter into pieces.
Nice. Cool.
I feel like Scott was just wanting you to use electricity.
I mean, no.
I said
he usually
earlier
uses
that I
fire.
choose Sonic.
Yeah, he usually uses fire or whatever, but Sonic just makes sense for this character. I was just curious what he was using. So,
Luckily,
all right, cool.
I made sure to double check earlier, and we swapped to Sonic because we thought Sonic they're less likely to have things resistant to Sonic.
Sonic is the least common resistance that you come across out of the core 4 or 5, whatever it is. All right, Tristan, it's your turn. I don't even know if you would engage at all, or if you're literally just gonna sit there and be like, "I'm here if you need me."
1, 2, 3, full defense.
All right, perfect. Beautiful. Thank you. Viggo, same idea. I don't know if you're going to engage or if you're just going to be like, "I'm here if you need me."
Moves to like
In the water?
there. He's on the wall. No, he's not.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
water.
Duh. I keep forgetting you can walk along the wall. So you're there again if he needs you. All right, Gallon, it's your turn. You can go ahead and energy blast if you'd like.
I would. I'm obviously gonna 5-foot step forward.
Yep.
As a note, it turns out I haven't been doing this properly because I should also be getting a +2 onto these because I realized I've separated the damage for the empowered blast, and so it thinks it's not a ranged attack, so it thinks it's not getting the boost from point blank and psionic shot. But now I fixed it. Okay, there we go. So first attack. I have point blank and psionic shot, which should equal a +2 onto the damage.
Okay, go ahead.
So this time it should be correct.
Cool. So then 7 points of damage. You already know that that's going to kill the thing.
Yep.
So, yep, you drop it. Absolutely. Cool. That ends that. So yeah, that's cool. That's it. It's over.
My bad.
Done.
You were correct. Now what do we do?
Oh, well, it's interesting that there's another stairway over there. Might be worth checking out if we have to, but for now we'll keep going this way.
It's either a way out or a stealthy way of hiding your coffin.
That's what I was thinking.
I
Because
figure
other ones can't get to it.
not all vampires are loyal, right?
Yeah.
They're just people that drink blood and are monsters. But there's one thing that's common between all of these things, which is bloody traitors.
Not actually a bad point. That might be a fantastic way to keep other vampires away from your coffin.
So, you think we should
Dangerous,
check up and see what's up there before we go swimming?
Yeah. Check what you two can get to easily first.
I mean,
I am
respectfully,
gonna-
Galen, I can swim.
He's just gonna look at him, look at the armor, look at him.
It's a common misconception that you can't swim in plate armor. It's heavy, but you can. Besides, it's not like I need to swim near the surface. There's nowhere to breathe under there.
Which is another issue that we're going to have to solve. But we can get back to that.
You said you saw stairs.
Yes, we should make sure that those have air at the top of them first.
That is a good idea. One we will revisit.
Yes. First,
Go on then, you big
let's
furry
check out this
bastard.
way.
well, I want to stealth first if possible.
Yep. So you guys kind of like hang back a little bit, and he's going to try to switch back to his chameleon ability, which I imagine you do again as a swift, and you start
Yep.
moving forward. Okay. So before we go any
This
further,
is where my swift stuff comes in real handy. It unfortunately means I can't get shield anymore because I can't rapid augment. But I mean, I can't augment into it.
So as you're moving forward, one of the things that you notice is those stairs go up. The stairs are it's not like it's crazy jumps up. Each stairwell, as you can see, leads to like, we'll call it a bit of a platform, right? That platform or the next step up in the area that you see, Tesh, it goes up only about, 4 feet or so. One of those things where even, Tristan couldn't run and jump up there, right? But you definitely like run up to it and do like a huh, and like land his hip up there and then, go and climb himself back up. So like, it's not like it's anything crazy. So you see that those, 4 steps go up. Each one of those steps elevates you about a foot. So again, nothing crazy.
What you're saying is like they're the sort of ledges that in video games you run up to and your character automatically goes huh, and pulls himself up.
Oh, yes. Those ledges on the side. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what? There's stairs. But yes. So, and the same thing with the next ledge after that. So again, there are 3 steps there. So it only goes up maybe another 3 feet or so. So it's important to know if you're standing at the full top there, you're standing above the head of anybody who's down below. So what your character's literally looking up 7 feet or so to see the different pillars that are there. And as you can see, the pillars themselves are casting their own shadows. But then you come to a stop. You stopped at a perfect spot. Thank you.
Yeah,
Then
I'm glad I stopped here.
You all of a sudden you realize there is seemingly a dense fog that is up there. A very dense looking fog that exists.
That's not normal, and I would be relaying all of this via Virgil to the others. What do you think? I don't know what that is.
I have the scent ability. Can I smell the same like rotting oranges thing?
No, you do not smell that down here. No. Also scent is only 30 feet. No. Is it 30 feet? Unless you're upwind, then it's 15 feet, then it's downwind, 60. Yeah. So no. You can still smell gallons nearby.
Do I move up? I'll move up slowly, but do I move up?
Suppose. Yeah.
Okay.
1 step.
Yep.
Is this being blocked by just the mist? The
Fog makes it so you can't even see more than 5 feet ahead of you. So I have a dynamic lighting setting there.
Oh,
so
that's insane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go boop. Boop.
I'm going to try to adjust the dynamic lighting a smidge to make sure it's also, boom. Give me 1 second. Grab my color that I'm using. And let's do this.
Is that still fog over here?
Yes, there is fog there as well, sir.
Okay, so it's like it's a cone going from the middle of the platform back to the back of the room by the looks of it. It's big. There's a lot of fog.
Does it extend to the roof of the chamber?
Yeah. So the chamber itself is pretty high up as compared to before. So this chamber is pretty high up. Let's see. Beforehand, it was 12 feet, and here it's closer to say about 20 feet tall, and it does go all the way to the roof. Yes.
Take 2 more steps.
We'll go
Oh, this room is big, and there's a lot of broken stuff.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, fuck. What is this? What is this right here? I've just noticed it, and now I'm worried.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Is that what I think it is?
Okay. So with your 21 perception check, kind of like stopping and trying to get a good sight of what that is, it's hard to see, but it's definitely something made out of stone that has, looks like that the pillar that's next to it that broke, looks like it crushed it, whatever it was. You're sitting there, you're looking, you're thinking to yourself, and what?
Okay, just continue with the description. I've got a question I'm going to be giving to Viggo very soon.
Okay, and then after you squinting your eyes for a bit, you're like, what could that possibly be? And then you remember like what you're hunting and whatnot, and you're like,
yeah, that's exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's a broken sarcophagus.
Okay, Viggo, what would happen if a sarcophagus was broken and a vampire went back to it in mist form?
That's interesting because I will ask Scott because I rolled so high and I don't know.
When a vampire is defeated and retreats to its like domain, its resting place, if it doesn't have a proper resting place to retreat to, it instead dies. So,
Oh shit!
so yeah, if you don't have a home to return to, then it's destroyed instead.
So I think this area might.
To that.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Vampires that have like their gear and stuff on them, when they go to mist form, that goes with them.
Yeah. It's as per the shape change spell.
What would happen if they died in mist form because they couldn't? What do you call it? Would their gear appear?
They'd recorporeate.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like your stuff is. It's not like their gear is lost in the ether, and you're like, no, the +2 axe or something, you know.
Okay, what I'm gonna say is I think this might have been designed so the person in mist form could go, the vampire in mist form could make it all the way to their sarcophagus in the fog, but something has destroyed the sarcophagus. The pillar looks like it's fallen on the sarcophagus.
Oh well, maybe we should check it out then.
I'm gonna move up.
I mean,
So I'm gonna do this one.
Actually, Viggo, can you make me an intelligence check, by the way? I had Tesh do it earlier, but Tesh failed. Intelligence check. You're going to move up a smidge, you said?
Yeah, so I'm going to move one by one. Tell me exactly when to stop if something happens.
You go ahead and move 3, and then I'll get to you in a second.
holy shit.
Viggo, with that intelligence check, you, sir. Yeah, I know. You guys haven't used any luck.
Holy
and,
shit!
Steve went nuts.
Thank you,
So
Trav.
Steve,
I
goddamn.
think it was all Steve. Let me just check. I don't want to misspeak.
Pray to the almighty Steve.
Not every one of them, but most. I think you guys had like 5 left over from last week, and like 15 came from Steve. So just to go to that intelligence check really quickly, Jake, you realize as you were traveling through there, maybe you just didn't think of it until now. As he's going up there, and you like in the area, kind of, you know the timers of your abilities. You're looking down, you're looking at the water, you're thinking, if there's a sarcophagus, this is actually where it is. Maybe it's a foolish idea that this is here. I got a head test roll the intelligence check early, he just failed. You realize, wait a second, what time of day is it? It's high tide right now. Okay, if it's high tide right now, then that means this is the highest point that the water would ever go, sans a storm surge, right? That could potentially make it go higher. And then looking at the ground that's here, and like spending a couple moments at your intelligence check again, you see that as I have it so you guys can't see it. So looking at the ground right here, as you're looking at the way it climbs, there's actually an ever so slight grade to it. So even though up these stairs is an additional 7 feet up, this also has a bit of a grade to it. So if the highest that the water gets to is this ledge here before high tide, then it's a couple feet up. Oh, sorry, I'm just showing this chat, can't see it. It's a couple feet up to the top ledge, which is currently dry. Then up from here to here, which is a 55-foot gap, probably also goes up like a solid 3 feet or so. So again, you're looking at this area up here is over 10 feet above where high tide normally stops. So again, barring some sort of storm surge, which storm surges don't usually impact things inside of caves because you have a holdback of water pressure due to air pressure and so on and so forth, that you think that even though this is a terrible fucking spot for a sarcophagus, the likelihood of it being filled with water would happen more from a surface overhead being flooded and dropping down rather than water coming up from the tunnels below, right? All right. That being said, you kind of would get that. All right, cool. And that was something I was going to explain earlier, but Galen had failed and I forgot about Viggo. Back to you, sir. So yes, you getting closer and putting your foot in that first step, or even not even on the first step, like up to the first step. You're flying. You're flying.
No. I was going to say, remember my perceptions, I get bonuses for looking for traps. So, and then, like, that would be a constant thing in this place.
Sure. That's fine. So the first thing you do is you're walking up there, you're stopping before you even put your foot in the first step. You stop and you look and you're like, that is definitely a sarcophagus. That is definitely a sarcophagus. Then you go to place your foot in the first step and you like stop and you take your foot down. You like having chameleon and not necessarily flying. So instead you're going to stop and spend a couple extra moments examining all of the stairs, 8 steps. So this isn't like you have to make a bunch. One check, cover it all. Tell me what your total modifier is.
Oh, that's terrible. That's
19? Yep.
I'm gonna luck that. Luck that. Yeah. 23.
Okay. 23. So looking about, you don't actually see anything on the steps there that suggests that there would be a trap. Nothing stands out to you. Obviously, there's different DCs for traps. It's based off the skill of what's put there and the kind of trap that it is.
Yeah, this is
so.
Look, Galen thinks I looked at this pretty carefully. He's going to step on a step.
Yep. So as you start walking up the stairs, so you start. I imagine you go like maybe to here-ish.
You dragged mine while I picked up my thing.
Sorry.
You want to put me?
I just moved you up one step. And then as you're placing your foot in that top step that's there, go ahead and make me a reflex saving throw.
Okay, that I can do. Good news is if this is damage and I succeed, where's evasion? I have evasion active on this guy.
It's important to note. Sorry, there's a couple other little details I missed. My apologies. So important details I would have noted. Because I don't think your character's familiar with this. Can you roll me thank you for the reflex save. Can you roll me a history check?
I can't convert Virgil.
Command first start moving in yet, or are you still waiting?
He does not want you moving up yet. He wants you to stay back until it's dangerous.
I don't know if it's safe yet, so I'm making sure it's safe. History can Virgil make the history check because he's got points and I don't. All my knowledge stuff.
Yes,
Virgil
absolutely he can because you'll have an internal dialogue. Reminder: I have to be gone in 20 minutes, so it'll be wrapping up in 15. Cool.
Okay.
So Virgil's knowledge 14. Do you want
to? Nurgle.
You can roll
growing pustules.
You can roll yours to aid him prior to seeing if you want to luck it.
I don't have points in it. Can I still roll it?
Yes, correct. Because 10's the max you can get.
Cool.
And you give him a +2. He's at a 16. Do you want to luck that?
You know what? Right now, yes, because we have a lot of luck, and I'm really scared that something terrible is going to happen. Fuck.
So the 17. One of the things that you notice as you're coming in there and looking about this area is not all the area, just like the finer features, the ones that showcase the finer details. So like you can imagine the pillars that are there. Literally the stairs that you're about to walk on, that they're covered in like debris and dust and whatnot. The stairs that you're going to walk on, kind of like the linings of the walls around the stairs, but not like all of the walls around you, all of the ground around you. Some parts of the ceiling, but again, not the whole ceiling. While it's crafted finely with stone, you notice that the stone is kind of unique. It almost seems to have a little bit of metal inlined into the stone itself. I mean, you're pointing out, you're like, why does this seem familiar? I feel like I've seen this before. This is so strange. And then you come to the realization, like Virgil's like, well, that was iconic architecture of the Mole Empire. Now this is very, very far away from where the Mole had their empire, but this is iconic architecture of the Mole Empire.
So what's really interesting with the way that Virgil is really meticulous, Virgil will actually be a little bit excited by this and telling this to Viggo, while Galen's probably the one that doesn't care that much.
Right. Will you get back? Is there any words? Is there a language?
So you say, are there any words in this other language? And you can imagine he's literally getting ready to respond to that, and then we'll jump to the next thing.
Yeah.
Do you have evasion or no?
I do.
Okay, so you go and you step on a plate, and then all of a sudden the grounds beneath you has a small glow. I believe both of you guys are close enough that you can actually see Gallon, so you'd see the small glow of light. And then one of the pillars nearby, we'll say it's let me make sure you can see. This pillar right here literally releases a bolt of lightning, like
Holy Jesus.
that heads your way. And as it like goes through, you can imagine the metal in the area also starts to conduct the electricity a little bit. So as you're there, you kind of like jump to the side and you still feel a little bit of a shock, not like any damage worth noting, but you still feel a little bit of a shock as you're like over in the area which is very heavily conducted. And
You
the
know what
bolt
would
of
be-
lightning just comes.
You know what we
Yep.
could do is a really sort of cool flavor thing for how also Gallon would react. Obviously, now that cover's blown, he would jump into the air and hang in the air, like jump backwards into the air because his swift action swapped to the flight as like a reaction.
Yep. So here's the fun part. I need you to make me a second reflex saving throw.
Oh, it comes back around. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, good.
Okay, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. And then I would need
Oh no, you
Tristan
guys
and
gotta be-
Viggo to make saving throws as well.
That is some bullshit.
Second edition lightning bounced. Whew, that was some scary stuff.
Oh, damn,
Nice.
Viggo.
And you said you have evasion, correct? Nice,
Yes, I do.
Tristan.
definitely
Surprising,
have
but
evasion.
nice. Okay. Cool. So you guys aren't on metal, so you don't get the plus 1d6. You just get the flat damage. And then both of you made your saving throw, so you take half. You have evasion, so you jumped out of the way, and then oh shit! As you jump out of the way again, and then you see it go, oh shit! Then it goes down the hallway, and they're like,
This Gallon is pressed against the roof like flat, just like.
So /R, and it's nothing crazy. It is. Well, I mean, poor Tristan's gonna take half of this. So Tristan takes 11, and
Oh
Viggo
my
takes
God,
11.
that is some.
that would have downed me if I hadn't saved it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
So
We really don't want to hit any traps in this room because they're like that went. To give you guys an idea, that wrapped around the room like 3 times before it even got to you guys.
and then it disperses in the other side. Now here's the fun part. You guys see the lightning go, and you're like, oh shit. Oh shit! Oh shit! You know, as you see that happening. No, one of the things you guys would notice is as it hits the other area, you don't know if it dispersed because it was meant to disperse down there, as those like angles were clearly designed to do that. You don't know if that dispersed because it was meant to, or if it's just because it hit the water down there and that caused it to diffuse. You unfortunately can't. You don't know, but you do know that it's the trap has been triggered. The likelihood of it going off again is very, 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 very slim.
Still, just in case, I'm going to be flying now. Now that I know that there are traps on the ground that are dangerous. At this point, I basically say, you guys, come up, but be careful because stealth is out of the question now. That was a light show and a half.
Okay.
So I want to fly up this way a little bit
So
more.
you switch to fly. Imagine you're now hovering a bit over the grounds.
Essentially, yeah.
You already know that you made your perception check for all the steps, and you already know that you failed. Did you want to
Yes.
go ahead and roll one more just to be sure because you have your friends here?
Yes, I would like to make sure I want to protect them from the lightning of doom.
Go ahead.
Now I can get like a better angle on them as well from the aerial looking in.
So it's a
and-
23.
It's no 27.
27. Oh, I added
Lock it,
3
please.
but by reducing.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll up.
Okay, so the
Or,
minimum to
28.
see a magic trap is a 25. Ooh,
Oh, I
okay.
didn't know that. Okay.
So is a 25. So you now have a 28 total, which is wonderful. So you actually are able to see where those lines were coming from beforehand, where like the glyphs were that were in this area that caused that wonderful, and by wonderful I mean frightening,
Terrifying.
lightning trap to come this way. You know what I mean? So that being said, you also notice that up on this area here, there is another trigger that seems to happen. Actually, to be clear, because you were walking up on this side before, right? So this
Yeah.
actually had a trap that triggered this area over here. This side had a trap that triggered this area over here. But if you were to walk up the center, that actually would have been a safe path to walk up. So same idea with over here. You have this side would have triggered a trap for here. This side would have triggered a trap for here, but that pillar has been
obviously the pillars,
destroyed.
yeah.
And once again,
Oh.
the center is again the safe path. So
I'll
you
relay
know
that the center is the safe path up now.
And then the last thing I would want to point out is, as far as you understand, by this trap here is if it is able to recharge itself, you think it would take a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. And as a
so-
reminder to viewers, though these characters wouldn't know this, Mole have the ability to have their traps recharged. They often use electric traps. They have an ability to rebuild off static electricity, but it takes a long time. I'm sorry, you were saying something, Tesh?
No, that's okay. I would tell them that straight up the middle is safe. This part's also safe because the trap is triggered, but still probably just keep to the middle.
Okay. Cool. So do you want them to follow behind you now, or are you going to move forward on your own? Okay, cool. So you get there.
I said they could move up because at least they could move up because stealth's not a thing anymore. I would still be being very careful for traps.
Ew, I'm happy staying where I am. Thanks.
He can stay back if he wants to. That's fine.
I imagine he's up on the wall.
Be ready
anyways.
to dive against a wall. Just like move. I would say being in the middle is probably not the best place to be. Against one side, you're less likely to get hit, I think.
It's the perfect place to be.
Um.
Okay.
Anyways, so continuing. You, sir, are able to go up, and now you can actually see the sarcophagus itself. I imagine you're going to spend a moment to regard the sarcophagus and look inside.
Yes, I want to make sure that there's not someone currently in it, a body in it, a body nearby, some stuff like that.
Okay, go ahead and make your perception check.
I also have something else.
Oh, that's the time I want to roll that.
You go looking inside there and trying to see, and what you notice is you don't see a body inside there. But you do see a bunch of crumbled, what's it called? Stone from the sarcophagus itself, from the pillar that fell on top of it. You can see like a whole bunch of dust, and you're pretty sure you see ash in there too, which according to Viggo, when a vampire dies, it reduces to ash. So that gives you the impression maybe a vampire died in here, maybe? But then looking even further, you also find a fabric inside there, old and beaten to hell, somewhat, kind of rotted and matted down, like old kind of like damp fabrics tend to get to, right? Like a rag that sat there and whatever. And bits of metal, like a ring and bits of jewelry. You get the impression maybe something was in here when the pillar fell on it. Maybe something did in fact die inside of here.
Holy shit. I'm going to relay that to the others, saying there might actually be a dead vampire in here. There's ash and fabric and rings inside the sarcophagus.
I have a question. Looking at the I don't know, the way the place is built, can I see or somehow figure out if this is a recent cave-in thing? You know what I mean?
I mean, there's dust everywhere. So he can see that. You even where you are, you're walking on an area it's like there are footsteps inside here and dragged areas and whatnot. So it's not like perfect, but the whole area, you can rub your finger on the wall. It's dust. This does not look like it was recently done. Everything looks rather settled. There's dust on the pillar and its broken parts as well.
Okay,
Again, more of a Tesh thing than you.
In that
But
case, then yeah. Okay, so it's For some reason, this has been left alone. Then, if this is old,
Can Virgil show me like pictures of like if it did have any writing or anything?
no, unfortunately, you can only do that with me.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to come to where you are and examine this mole stuff.
Stay straight up the middle.
Yeah, I was going to, but I can't place it directly in the middle at the moment.
You can always go up the side things here. This isn't like much of a step up.
Yeah. Well, he can do both. I mean, obviously he is, even though he's 10 feet wide, he can narrow his walk and his shoulders are wider. You know, he's fine. So I'm not
Like
going
a
to,
cat,
you
he's
stepped
got-
on the trap. You know what?
He got no collarbones. He's
Oh,
a cat.
yes. Yeah, he said meow.
If
No,
his
I thought
head
it was a wolf.
fits, the rest of him fits.
All right.
Go
So
ahead.
at this point, before we can't really go much further because we literally have to start our outro in 3 minutes because I have a call in less than 8 minutes. So so I have a call in less than 18 minutes. I have to be prepared for it. Set up my whole computer for work. So that being said, Jake, you go up there and you try to look things over. The what you call it that's there? Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Okay, if you insist.
Okay, Jake. Woo!
Perfect recall.
This is not a mole sarcophagus. The characters, the depictions, the style on there, the lack of the metal inline, the sarcophagus is not from Mull. It's not from anywhere you have ever seen or heard of ever before. Not even stories, not even anything. You have no fucking clue where any of this is from. You just don't. You don't even know. As a matter of fact, the closest thing that you can think that this reminds you of is like ancient, very early Daelish design, like
That matches
from
what the people were talking before then.
yeah, exactly ancient, very early Daelish design. That's the closest thing that you can think of.
So this
does not
is
look like
Elvish.
Is it Daelish?
Is it Elvish.
Design. So that suggests that like you have no clue where it came from, but it does not match the room. At some point in time, something that in theory is older than the Mole Empire was put into a place that at one point in time belonged to the Mole Empire. Whether it was while the Mole was still here or after they fell, you have no fucking clue. But clearly it has been here for a long time, broke a long time ago, and there are objects inside of it that look old and are still inside there. The fact that they're still there is you don't know. It gives you the question
That's
like,
terrifying.
do you want to reach in and grab them, or
Yeah.
would you leave them be?
This is like the ultimate question for the D&D player. Do I risk getting that cool, the obviously very rare and interesting loot, or do I leave it because other people left it?
Well, with that and the fact that you can't see beyond that fog or what's inside it, we can't hear you. You're cutting out weirdly. I heard
You know what I
take.
could do that would be very cruel to Virgil, but also something I might actually do? If we all back out of the room and I just send Virgil in.
Could do that. All right, so why don't we?
Because if he's destroyed, you can just reform him later.
Exactly, yeah. That is
All right.
exactly the point.
Why don't we end here? So, Tesh, you can go ahead, guys. Thank you, by the way, for last second choosing to jump on an hour early with me, so we can have a 3-hour session
Oh,
still,
no
which is
worries.
nice.
Yeah, we're getting paid double time for that, right?
I mean, what I'm going to do is no lube next time, and you're welcome. I know you like it rough. So, Tesh, would you like to talk about anything exciting that you're working on?
Yes. So I've recently joined an Arc server online with multiple people that so far is really, really fun. And I'd like to do some streaming stuff on this server because it's a good community. So the test tube on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Twitter will be where I'll be updating about when I can do the stream on the server.
Cool. Thank you for the arc fun. Are you guys still looking for the Covenant? No? Different arc?
No, but I am very much
joke.
exploring ruins, trying to find artifacts. So
Love how much
Oh.
of a boomer you are.
Well, I made a reference from before I was born. All right, so Jake, Neil, anything you want to say or announce?
I'm hungry. Gonna get
Yeah,
some
me too,
lunch.
actually. Me too. Oh, chat. One last thing before we pop off of here. I'm still trying to work out the details to confirm how it's going to go. But my vacation was going to start the 5th of July, which was a Tuesday. But instead, it looks as though we have the opportunity to drive up to New Hampshire Friday evening. So I don't know if there will be a Friday campaign Friday the 1st. I don't know. Probably not. And then I'm going to be camping from the 1st until the 4th. And then heading over to Maine after that and staying there until the 14th. And then the 15th happens to be Brittany's cousin's wedding. So that means from Friday the 1st to Friday the 15th, I think there will be 0 campaigns whatsoever. Like a proper 2-week holiday, which I have never taken ever in my life,
Yep.
ever.
we have 2 sessions to kill Dreyfus.
And so we'll kind of like see where things go from there. So we will be here next week and the week after that. So we'll be good to go. And then we'll be gone for a solid 2 weeks. And then we'll kind of like see where things go for there. I've never had a 2-week vacation. I'm excited.
Good.
I'll actually
yeah.
do some work while I'm there because I feel bad because my boss told me, hey, if you have a 2-week vacation, go enjoy it. I don't care that you're new to the company. We have unlimited vacation time is how it works, but it's not really unlimited. It's just don't be a dick. And 2-week vacation when you first start, I feel bad. She's like, no, take it. Like,
So
enjoy your
it's like
family.
not
I'm like, I'll do
managed, yeah. So it's like not managed, but don't abuse it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll do like I'll like a couple of days I'll pop on and do some work just to make sure I'm like an active member of the team and not a piece of shit. But like I'll be away. with the laptop.
No. It's not a piece of shit to take a holiday. That's your stupid American indoctrination.
I was about to say that's
Yeah.
that.
It's actually a
work
piece of shit
grind
move to your
mindset.
family to work.
Yeah.
You're on a holiday.
I'll totally do it. They'll be like, we're gonna go on the boat, and I'll be like, I don't want to go on the boat. I'll just do work for a couple hours.
You're on paid leave. You're on annual leave that you are entitled to.
All right. So anybody, let's
Don't be like Scott,
end
chat.
the show.
Don't let the you be abused.
Have yourselves a great day. There is no Lost Initiative tonight, so I'm going to spend tonight recording Patreon videos instead. So
Take your meds. I forgot mine until now. So
take your meds. The ones from the doctor, not the ones from Charlie. We all know. We all call him Chuck.
Scott was my husband, and he was like, I'm going to work today on holiday. I would give him the snip. And I'm not talking about the no more kids snip.
Which
I mean, I am talking about the no more kids snip.
Say,
but
no,
not,
that is still
not
the no
the
more kids
surgical
snip.
side. Not the nice surgical kind.
I again thought that the stream said pegging nights. It's not what it says. It's
What?
not. I don't.
Scott, shall I send you like a selection of Bad Dragon strap-ons that I think you might enjoy?